Hello everyone and welcome to Irondice mode. Welcome back, Destinum. 2 sessions in a row on the channel.
Hello.
Hello. You get to go twice in a row because I had to cancel with Destinum yesterday because I had ear pain. It's terrible.
That sounds like an annoyance.
It was an annoyance, but I feel better today, much to the detriment of me actually having to go do my job. Because if I had ear pain, I couldn't do that. But instead, I did my job, and now I'm here, and we can play some D&D.
Let's go.
How are you feeling about the prospect and opportunity of earning 50 experience points?
I am okay with that, I would say.
Well, do your thing.
So last episode we started off by leaving Valles for Ventus. Now with our new temporary question mark companion, Corin, the former bandit chief. We headed on towards Ventus, but on the way, as we were camping, our little rogue, Diedrich, got kidnapped by kobolds in the morning, like twilight of morning-ish. Don't know how that happened. Someone should have been keeping watch during that time, but...
Someone.
Someone. We went into tall grass. Luckily, there were no giant velociraptors in there. And then we found a hill where the kobolds lived. We had heard from travelers previously that we met that there were giant spiders, so I thought that might be the one, but it turned out it wasn't, because we did not see any spiders. Nope. But what we did see were kobolds. There were like 6 of them probably, but we didn't end up fighting any kobolds because we tried to make a bit of a plan to rush in and save our friend, but as we were rushing in, we fell into a pit and almost died, all of us. Luckily, no one did, because healing, cure light wounds is my MVP. But we ended up in a old ass library with a bunch of necromancy magic, surrounded by probably undead in adjacent rooms. After being trapped there for a bit and waiting up for everyone to stop being unconscious and almost dead, we managed to escape because we found an orb that could allow you to either make things very light or very light, even float, or very heavy. And we floated up and collapsed the hatch that we fell down, and then we ran away. And that was the adventure there. After that, nothing much happened. We arrived in Ventus, did some normal arriving in town things. There were no bandits in this place, but there was apparently an undead plague that the cleric there told us about, or well, the clerics. There was an older one serious and a younger one burnt.
Yes.
So basically right now the plan is, for Lucius' plan at least, is to try to gather up people to go back to the undead place that we found and see if it has a connection to this plague. And the rest of the group, who knows what they're gonna do. I'm assuming at least Diedrich will not want to tag along, but we'll see, I guess.
We'll see. Well done. You are still in Ventus, and your suspected place of adventure is about a day and a third of a day travel away. You still have you have an evening and afternoon, something like that, to finish up any business you want to have done before morning. If you want to do this in the morning, we can do that. If you want to spend days in Ventus, we can do that. It is up to you.
By the way, did I get the 50 XP?
Yes, you can have 50 XP. It was very good. Yes.
I'll add that to my...
Thank you for reminding me, dear customer. Of course, your payment of recap will be reciprocated with the gift of 50 XP.
Yes. So yeah. So what time is it right now? After I've talked to the clerics and all that jazz.
You know, timekeeping is really something that clerics who cast a spell no time are specialized in. It is the afternoon. Everything is loosey goosey.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it's not like dark yet.
No.
Right. Okay. So I guess first of all is like I would probably try to prep for this in general, like with supplies.
Okay.
Although I guess that might depend on how many people are going. So I think actually the first thing I will probably do is try to gather up the squad again.
Right.
We're all like helping around the church. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, all of them are around the temple. They were tasked with helping out with some random stuff. Diedrich, you know, I know that Lepus he fucked off, right? Like he went to do Lepus things, but Diedrich is helping out, and I forgot her name. Corin. It also got roped into helping out with general temple tasks.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I'll go to those guys first. Try to find Lepus afterwards.
Yes, indeed. You find them weeding a garden on their knees, seemingly roped into something that some very over-enthusiastic acolyte is very engaged with. We have to cleanse this place of the weeds so that the true plants can grow freely as they desire and not be hampered in by these weeds. And they're like, yeah, no, that's great. And they sort of looking at each other a little bit annoyed at how they're kind of stuck here now.
Well, as I approach, I'm gonna give a little bit like whistle. I can't actually whistle IRL, but a bit of whistle to like get attention, and you say, Diedrich, Corin, can I talk to you guys?
They sort of like give this big sigh of relief, and they like, hey, we really need to go talk to that guy. It's really important. And the other person seems to understand, and they head off to you. Like, yeah, I really hope that you have something really important for me to do right now, Diedrich says.
Well, depends. So I'll just explain the situation first. So I talked to the local cleric at the temple, and he told me that there's been a bit of an undead plague sort of thing going around town.
Oh.
Only a few cases so far, but yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory that this is bad, right?
Yeah, that seems bad. Corin's eyes sort of shoot up wide.
Yeah, so because this seems at least adjacent to the place that we accidentally stumbled upon before, I'm planning on heading back there and investigating. Obviously not immediately, but hopefully head off tomorrow after preparing a bit better. So essentially, I'm just planning to ask, are you guys coming along, or are you staying in town?
Corin nods enthusiastically. Yeah. No, that sounds like a great thing to do. We can really make a difference there, right? That'd be great.
Hopefully. It's gonna be dangerous, obviously. We almost died last time.
Right.
But
you
we'll
can
be
heal
better
us.
prepared. To a degree. I can't do it infinitely. But
right.
Yeah, but we'll be better prepared this time. That's at least something.
Yeah.
And I was also planning on potentially recruiting others, if there's anyone willing to accompany us in town.
Diedrich is going to roll a morale check.
By the way, there is no music right now.
There is. If you would please increase and lower the volume real quick, you'll notice that the music should start up. Did it work?
No.
Huh. I can try to
No
stop
music.
it and restart it.
My phone Discord started calling me all of a sudden.
Amazing. Do you hear music now?
Nope.
This seems like a your end issue.
I'll try refresh Foundry, I guess.
Yeah, you try that.
Are you hearing music?
Yeah, I've been hearing music this whole time. I'm playing Hidden Valley.
Okay.
You can, of course, go to the music tab and you should be able to see Hidden Valley playing. See the numbers tick up on the second meter.
It is saying that.
Yeah.
Now it started playing.
Hey, let's go.
Okay,
Was it because
there
you
we go.
once again increased and lowered the volume?
I mean, I refreshed the site too.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well done. This was
Okay.
just calm, general music, I thought.
Yeah.
Well then, let's roll a morale check for Diedrich, shall we? So, Diedrich is a little bit of a coward. That much has been established. I think his base morale is probably a 9. However, he is currently facing the threat of also being left alone in town, which is also very scary. So, I think he's gonna have a +2. So let's have an 11, please, morale check here. And with a 5 and a 6, that is an 11, and he will pass. Diedrich nods a little bit. Yeah. It's probably safer together, isn't it? And he agrees to come along to the hill once again.
All right. Well, then just to go find Lepus.
Yeah, you find Lepus. Lepus is drinking. Lepus is drunk because he has 4 constitution.
Okay. I'll if despite his current state, I'll try doing the same thing as I did to the other, like pull him aside a bit and tell him the situation and the plan.
Lepus is all on board with this, so long as he gets to sleep a good night's rest first. Absolutely.
Yeah, that is an acceptable condition.
Yeah. And so long as I don't have to jump again.
We'll try to avoid that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make the jump.
Right.
But I can cut a kobold. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that's might be a useful skill to have in that place.
Excellent.
Just give him like a thumbs up like this with like this.
I'll see you in the morrow, Father. You truly are good for doing what you're doing. To help these people find freedom beyond the grave. Oh yes, that's truly amazing.
I do what I do.
Yep. Anything else you want to do in town then during the night?
I mean, I guess since I'm at the bar, anyway, the pub or whatever, I'm gonna try to like check around if there's anyone here who seems to be, combat ready or know their way around.
You see 2 groups that seem feasible for this. One of them is a man and a woman who are sitting, leaning back. They seem to be enjoying some ale, and they got pretty solid weapons next to them. Solid indicator that they know their way around them. They look like travelers, perhaps heading between Robur and Ignalia, or heading back down to Cagium, or coming the same way you're coming. Who knows? They look a bit scruff, like they're definitely used to this kind of nomadic lifestyle. At a different table, you have 2 women who are also sitting with arms, but their arms are perhaps weapons that would double function as working tools. They seem to be locals and seem to be definitely strong and capable, but not necessarily the kind of person who does this kind of thing for a living, right?
Mm.
So which of these strikes Lucius' eyes?
I mean, in this kind of I guess like in this kind of situation, maybe at group too big might be an issue, but in general, I feel like the more the merrier as a baseline. So it'll start with the first group, but it'll probably end up approaching both.
Yeah.
Depending on, of course, if there's because I'm assuming they're not gonna be willing to do this for free. So depending on what how much they want.
Right. The first group you head up to, the man and the woman. They look you up and down, and we can handle it too. We could try to roleplay it out. We could try to, or you could give your general approach, what kind of arguments you look to make, and we can roll for it.
We can roleplay it out.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. They look you up and down. They notice that you come over to the table.
I kind of like approach the table and just like kind of like they see me approaching, so I kind of just like casually pull out a chair and sit down, and like this with my hands, like, greetings. My name is Lucius.
Why are you making the fucking proposition meme pose where it's like, I get this, you get this?
I mean, I am gonna make a proposition, aren't I?
Alright, you sit down.
Yeah. Greetings, my name is Lucius. You two look fairly experienced with those weapons of yours. Is this correct?
They look down. One of them is sitting with a whole glaive leaning back against the wall behind her. The man with a flail and a sling laying down on his seat next to him. They look over. Yeah, what's it to you?
Well, you see, a few days ago, me and my travel companions accidentally stumbled upon a bit of I suppose you could call it a ruin of sort, where we are fairly certain there are undead. There were definitely kobolds, but we're fairly certain there are undead as well.
Undead,
and
you say?
Yeah, and as a cleric, I take a bit of an issue with there being undead, especially this near to people. So I'm trying to recruit people to join me and hopefully clear the place out, or at least put it under control. Make sure it doesn't spread any kind of diseases or curses around, or just simply undead start attacking travelers. You know how it is.
We know how it is. They kind of look at each other. Place gotta be an awfully special place to have undead in it.
Well, we unfortunately did not get the chance to explore it very thoroughly, but we did find suspicious books in the place, so we suspect it's some kind of remnant of an old necromancer. But of course, I'm mostly speculating here. I have some basis for my speculations, but I can't say anything for certain. Again, we were only briefly in the place, but finding more out is largely the point of this expedition.
Expedition, you say?
So, yes, it is about 1.5 days travel away from here, so not too far, but it's gonna be a bit of a journey. It'll probably be dangerous, obviously, but we're hoping to make thorough enough preparations that we should be ready for most things.
Well, that's great. And you obviously have very noble goals in this, Father. But, you see...
If you're talking about money, Yes, that
Me
is
and-
what you're inferring to. Yes.
Me and Marcus here don't go and dive into undead places for free. Now, I understand that a father such as you might not be of that much coin, and they sort of look to each other, and they give a nod to each other, and then she continues. But I have a proposition if you'd be interested.
I'm listening.
Well, you see, if there's undead things there, if this is a tomb with books, sounds like a place with important things in there, things of value.
If you're thinking about getting a share of potential loot, then yes, that can be arranged. That sounds reasonable to me. I do have reason to believe that there are valuable objects there. For example, in my brief period of time, I found this, and I will take out the orb.
What is that?
It's a peculiar magical item. It has some interesting abilities. Like this. Let's see. I'm gonna check which hand was which. Okay, I'll hold it in my right hand, so it becomes the levitation part, and I'll just like put my hand on another chair, and like it'll start like floating up.
That is extraordinary, she says.
And then I'll just remove the hand so it
Yeah.
goes down. Obviously not like very far, but
Yeah.
it makes a bit of a sound. So yes, it's a bit of a peculiar item, but it was useful for getting out of the place. And if we manage to find this basically by the entrance, then who knows what else could be in there.
Well, if so,
I'll put it back in my pocket.
yeah. If so, then they sort of look at each other and exchange some quick hand signs. And she continues, well, I think that perhaps we, you see, we're quite experienced fighters, and you're clearly in this for good deeds. How about anything of monetary value? We simply split half and half between your party and ours.
That sounds fair to me. We can judge what is valued as what collectively after we've left the place alive, hopefully.
Just know that we're negotiating for half of what is found. If you find more people, you can negotiate with your half, but we require half of what is found.
Very well. I think that's fair.
Well done. Where do we meet?
Well, first of all, I suppose I can, regarding other people, I was planning on looking around for more people. Do you two have any experience with these sort of expeditions before into these ruinous-like places or caves or whatnot?
Our experience, I could say, is dealing with other magical pests. We hail from Robur, where in the outskirts of town and the outlying villages, there's a little bit of a druid problem. We're bounty hunters, so to say. We find druids, we bring them in. Sometimes we travel a little bit further. Right now we're heading up to Ignalia to help with some goblin issues they got in the woods up there. We're talented fighters. We ain't never fought something undead before, but, you know, hit him with the pointy end, right?
Indeed. Well, I was mostly thinking if you had experience in this, if you knew anything about what could be an ideal group size for this, because presumably we'll be in confined spaces.
Yeah, at this point Marcus chimes in, who hasn't really been talking so far, and he goes, well, Tabitha, I think that truly in a tight space like this, if we're going to be swinging weapons around, a smaller group would probably be preferable for this. Something that doesn't get in the way and doesn't obstruct each other's weapons in a tight space.
Yeah, we have 4 people already, so with the 2 of you, it becomes 6. That might be the upper limit.
Right.
Of course, we don't actually know how confined it is, but we know at least the entrance is a cave of about... actually, how big was the cave again?
The one you fell down into?
Yeah, the goblin... not goblin, the kobold's entrance.
Their entrance was about a 2x2, if we were thinking of a square system, it was about 10 foot wide.
Yeah.
It was wider at the very entrance, but by the time it hit stone floor, it became 10 foot wide.
Okay, yeah. The entrance was on the narrower side, so yeah. Maybe a six group party is ideal. If you two believe that is a good amount, then I think we'll probably settle for the 6 of us.
Yeah. Seems great. Well, Father, what's your name?
Lucius. As I said, I'm a cleric of Tangria.
Well, I'm Tabitha.
Not from around here.
I'm Tabitha. This is Marcus. We are mercenaries from Robur. Pleasure to meet you.
I'll just nod as I in real life write down their names.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say to Marcus and Tabitha?
Okay. Yeah. Very well. I believe it is best we meet up tomorrow at somewhere around in the morning. Somewhere in the morning. We could potentially just meet here again.
Right. See you outside.
After breakfast.
See you outside after breakfast. A little bit after sunrise, I presume, then?
Yes, I recommend you prepare, if you don't have it already, gear such as perhaps torches and ropes. Things that could help prevent a falling accident or
very
an
reasonable.
ambush.
Very reasonable. Tell me, how far away was this again?
About 1.5 days journey on foot, so we'll have to camp out on the way.
Right.
But it is fairly close. It is very close to the main road. So.
Right. Okay. Well, see you tomorrow morning, Father Lucius.
Indeed. See you then.
Well then. They nod, they chug the last of their beer, and they actually leave you at the table.
Yeah.
Picking up the weapons and going. You see them grabbing some armor that was stashed by a staircase as they head upstairs.
Well, I mean, as they're leaving, I'm gonna prepare to leave too. Because the main things that we will be stocking up on are like, we should get some torches and. Actually, wait, I have a lamp, so I guess that's probably fine.
A lamp, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Actually, that's better than a torch.
Yeah.
But at least rope. That's probably something we should get. Because we do have the orb of up and down, but I think to best utilize that thing, it might be best to have some safety lines.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll head out and try to find rope somewhere in town, either like on the marketplace or if there are stores or whatever.
I will just give you the little bit, guy. I don't think you're actually making this mistake. I just want to make sure you're not making this mistake because I don't think Lucius would make this mistake. The orb of up and down is very good for up, not very good for down.
Yeah, exactly. That's
right.
That's why we should need rope.
Yeah,
so we can go down with the rope.
Yes. The orb of up and down, in fact, makes down more scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Excellent, excellent. Just making sure we were on the same page there.
Yeah.
Well then.
As I said, we need lifelines. If we're gonna do like stunts with
Yeah.
floatiness, then we need a lifeline for
Excellent.
the down part.
Well done. Just gonna put some stuff over here. There we go.
Probably try to get like 2 ropes that are decently long.
Yeah, okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Let's check the book of players' hands.
Yeah.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Rope, 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 rope. That would be a gold per 50 feet.
Right. Yeah.
And
So I guess I'll get 2.
It weighs 20 pounds per 50 feet as well.
Yeah. That's something probably Lepus is gonna have to carry.
Lepus can probably handle that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll buy 2. As said, 2 gold.
Yep. Excellent. Anything else you want?
You said it weighed 20 pounds each?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Obviously, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try tomorrow. I'm gonna try to check if my my dagger hilt or my dagger sheath is fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But that's for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there's anything else really.
Okay.
Because I have all spell components that I'll need.
Yep.
And any other combat gear should be fine on it. Mostly it's rope.
Excellent. Well then, you head over to the temple to take your good night's rest.
Yes.
Excellent. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
By the way, are you keeping stock of the NPCs inventories?
Yes, I am.
As we were. Yeah. Okay.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. They're not
All right.
very complex.
Yeah.
But I'm also keeping.
By the way,
I'm also keeping track of your food.
Yeah. Before I go to actually sleep, I'm gonna have to spend some spells.
Okay.
Because I think for this, I have 4 spell slots now, right?
You should, yeah.
After I leveled up.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna read real quick. Because I'm thinking detect evil could potentially be good.
That could potentially be good. Let's put on some sleeping music. I don't know what sleeping music would be. Reflective? This was good. I like this one. This is the worst part of the single player campaign. When you're reading spells and I have no one to small talk with.
Yeah. Sorry. It says what? It says aligned undead radiate evil, but if they're not like intelligent enough, if they're not like sapient undead, I assume they might not actually be detectable with detect evil, because they're just mindless.
Depends.
Well,
I know that in 5e, which you're used to, alignment is a lot more predictable than it is in 2e. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I know there was a campaign where one of the cool items that someone found was a copy of the Monsters Manual in game, and so he could always
Yeah.
look things up because they thought it was more fun that way. And when questioned by an NPC about the morality of killing gnolls, he opened up the book and says, "Look right here. It says chaotic evil. I rest my case."
Okay, so first of all, Entangle is gone because that is gonna be useless underground.
Yep, smart thinking.
But I'm gonna pick up Invisibility to Undead.
Yes. I simply want a little bit of flavor here, just a slight bit of flavor, just to really cement this concept in our head. Where does Lucius go to cast Entangle at night?
I mean, basically, he does it. I was thinking just go back to like the grass fields, kind of side of the road, and just cast it there.
Yep, great. It is. You are in town, so there's mostly outlying villages and farmland here, right? But you can find a little bit of like shrubbery here and there. It's probably fine.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a bit of a patch of grass here somewhere.
Great. You try to be as little of a bother as possible. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So invisible to undead. I'm gonna pick up light too, in case something happens to our light sources.
I would never.
And then I'm probably gonna keep the 2 cure light wounds.
Mm-hmm. Invisibility to undead, you say? That is a cool name for a spell.
Yeah, it only affects 1 person.
Okay.
But I'm thinking it might be useful in case someone like wants to scout ahead.
Have you checked the components on it? That there's nothing specific?
I don't think there was any. Wait, there is material. It's just my holy symbol. That's
Okay,
the
cool.
material.
Great. Well done.
And let's see, light is.
Should be super fine then.
Fuck. There's a billion cases of the word light appearing on this page.
Nice.
How do I find this spell? I guess I just go by
right, it's
order.
the one that says PHB in the source.
Yeah, I'll just hold on. Yeah, there. Where is this?
Because there's like 3 light spells, and only one of them says PHB.
No, 2 of them says PHP.
God fucking damn it. Okay, it's the one that says... I told you... I made you write down a note what school of magic you should be looking for last session. Did you not do that?
Oh, yeah. Alteration. They're both alteration.
God freaking damn it.
One is from page 176 and one is from 255, it says.
Okay, I can find one on 255. 276, you say?
Yeah.
That seems really late in the book.
Let
me check. I got the book.
Well, one is material and one isn't.
There's none on 276. Take the one on 255. That's standard light spell.
Okay, yeah, okay. Good, because this other one had a material requirement that I had not prepared.
Yeah, I think that one probably has the source listed wrong.
Yeah, okay. Right, okay.
Yeah, 255, sphere sun, range 120 yards, duration an hour plus 1 turn per level. Area of effect, 20-foot radius globe. Casting time 4.
Yeah.
Cool. Remember that 1 turn is 10 minutes in 2nd edition. 1 round is 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. Let's see. I just gotta check within the spells. Yeah, okay. So I can't put it on an object that I can move around. Okay, good.
Cool. Great.
Yeah. Okay.
Greatness.
So I have light invisibility to undead, and two cure light wounds.
Alright, cool. Well done. You go to bed. And you wake up and you do your dancing, you prepare. You spend 40 minutes on your prayers, in your artistic reproduction of dance, and maybe a little bit of song. And you, with your 9 singing skill, and you head out. You gather up your party members, and you head out to meet Marcus and Tabitha.
Actually, the 9 is my singing voice, not necessarily my singing skill.
Yes, because you are unskilled, because you need to spend a non-weapon proficiency on singing to be truly skilled.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Okay, well done. Let's actually... Oh god. Everything here looks fine, I think. Yeah, looks good enough. Well done. You meet up with Tabitha and Marcus, who are standing primed and ready in their...
By the way, have you added the rope to Lepus?
Yes. Both of them.
Okay, good.
He got both of them, right?
Yeah. My pack is already like borderline too heavy for me to carry.
He is also like he's on second encumbrance right now. He's not on light. He's on the second one.
Okay.
So, because he has the highest strength in the party, but it still ain't all that.
Okay. I guess I can take one of them then.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sure.
I am right now. Wait, am I encumbered at all? Yeah, I am. Okay, I am very lightly.
If you're both lightly encumbered, that's better than one of you being heavily, mediocrely encumbered.
Wait, encumber base. No, wait, I would be. 58 is my maximum for light. So okay, I would actually go over.
Medium.
Mine instead. Okay, then never mind. He can keep carrying it. Both.
Then you're going to be slowed down a little bit on the road, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Not so that you have to sleep 2 nights. Maybe just so that it's a little bit more than a day and a half.
Yeah. I guess I will just ask as we're traveling. I'll ask just like Tabitha and Marcus what kind of preparations they made.
Yeah.
So we're on the same page.
They got some torches. They got 3 each. They think that would be sufficient. They sharpened their weapons, and they made sure that they had food ready, so that if they need to go back and run away from something and run into the wilderness, they can survive for a while. They also got 2 big empty sacks.
Actually, wait. On that note, did we? What was our food situation? Because that's probably something we would have.
Yeah.
Double checked the night before.
Diedrich will inform you that he has talked to the acolytes at the temple, and you've been able to stock up to the same level you were when you left Cagium.
Okay, that should be enough.
Yes, you can think of temples as general poke centers when you're for food resources when you're on a pilgrimage.
Yeah, for sure. And then let's see. Right. I also, before we met up, I checked for my my dagger sheath.
Okay. It's ready. Yes, you got it.
Okay. Good. Then I got that.
Yes. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Okay. Yeah. Now we're leaving.
Yeah.
I'll just talk just what kind of stuff we have. That I have a lamp with oil to use, and I also have a light spell prepared as a backup.
Marcus and Tabitha are also in ring mail armor, which is on the lighter side of medium.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll just go through what my other spells that I prepared. Cure light wounds and invisibility to undead. I'll explain about invisibility to undead, and that is it's essentially for if we need someone to scout ahead or something.
They nod.
Then since it only affects one person, so it's not perfect, but it can be useful.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
Cool. I see no issue here. Let's roll for encounter, shall we?
Yes.
Wrong dice. Day of travel is fine. It's a little bit rainy because I put on the rain music, so live with it. So things are a little bit uncomfortable, but nothing. You don't really encounter anyone on the road. Perhaps because it's raining. It's a little bit. People didn't really want to go outside this day. Travelers stayed in place, perhaps. Maybe no one has gotten through Valis. Who knows what's going on there back now? But you don't encounter anyone. Second day.
What about like watches and stuff?
You are 6 people now. So
Yeah.
I'm going to presume that you are outside of watch duty, and the other 5 can arrange that.
I mean, if I'm being offered that, I guess.
That is
sure.
basically what I mean. They're used to traveling with a cleric. They know that you need your good sleep.
Yeah, sure.
This is the general arrangement.
Yeah, sure.
If
Sure.
unless you desperately want to have a watch.
No, but no, not really.
Great.
And no encounters in the night either.
No, it's fine. Super fine.
All right.
Wow, this one has horse hooves. Darn it, I didn't want horse hooves. You don't have that.
We do not.
Let's just do this, shall we? You lead the party along the right way. You get to the afternoon on this day because of the extra carry load of the ropes. But you do get to where you see the big hill off in the distance as you start wading into the tall grass. At this point, it is that Lepus approaches you and says, "So, when we were talking to those, I'll put it this way: you really think a big hole in a trap is the only way into that place?"
Well, probably not. But I mean, we didn't. If you want to look around, be my guest. But I think the first thing we should probably deal with is just the kobolds.
Right.
Because I would not like for us to end up having to flee from undead only to run into kobolds at the entrance.
That's a good plan. We should probably exterminate those pests first, huh? Well then. Let's begin that way. And this time, let's not fall for the trap, shall we?
Yeah, no, this time we're not in a rush to save someone. So
Great.
we can be more careful.
Oh then, great. The party makes it to the hill and starts walking up. Would you just roll me a d20, just a normal roll that you don't need to worry about?
Sure.
Yeah. I don't have my d20 out right now.
And nat 20. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I think it's pretty good. In this situation, it's pretty good. It's
Okay.
even in 2e, unless otherwise specified, high is still usually good, you know?
Okay, if you say so.
It's just for internal checks within yourself when you're challenging your inner abilities. That's when low is good. It's a vibe difference. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And also whenever you roll D100, low is good.
Okay.
I think. No, except if you're casting the teleport spell, then high is. No, low is low is still low is still good on teleport spell. I forget which end is the death end, where you just die for casting a spell because this game hates you. No, high is still bad. It's true.
So wait, you have a 1% chance to just die when casting teleport?
Depends. Sometimes you have way more than 1% chance.
Oh my god. Why would anyone do that ever, except in like an emergency situation?
To travel continents in really big campaigns? To flee
I
extremely
mean,
deadly situations where you have no other
yeah,
option?
in an emergency, sure, but like otherwise, god damn.
To get somewhere fast enough so that the DM doesn't fuck you over with time progression?
Yeah, but if you have a fucking 1% chance to just die. Oh, whatever.
Who
Whatever.
would
That's
ever roll a 1 on a D100? That doesn't happen.
sure, of course,
Or who would ever roll 100, you know? That does
of
not
course,
happen. Anyway,
never ever.
we'll see when you play a wizard if you stay as true to your word as you claim. If you get to like level 7 or something, I don't know.
I mean, as a player,
Yeah.
you might want to do it, but like, I mean, like in universe.
Okay. Let's just actually take this moment to explore something. Why do wizards build towers?
Because aura.
No. So the way that the teleport spell kills you in D&D is that you either go too high or too low. So if you go too low, you end up in the crust of the earth and you splatter. If you go too high, you fall to your death. So wizards, in their infinite wisdom, build towers and then specify it on teleporting into the middle of the tower so that they have more chance to survive if they're off by a bit. And that original lore is how like the trope of the wizard tower was born.
That's interesting.
Right? It's really interesting. I love that.
I did not know that. That's cool.
It
That's
all
very
comes
cool.
from old D&D rules.
That's very cool.
Just like many things, such as HP. Anyway.
By the way,
Yeah.
is music playing right now again?
It is playing. There is music. Again, okay,
It
so
ain't
here's the
playing
thing.
for me.
Don't lower the volume on this song. You see where it says music, environment, and interface, right?
Yeah,
Is that where you have been going up and down a little bit when I change track?
I've been doing it everywhere.
Okay.
There's just no music.
This usually fixes it for all my other players. I don't know what's wrong for you. It works fine for me. Did you get the rain song? With the rain and the sad music?
No, as soon as you change the music, it died.
Huh. Well, that sucks. I don't know how to fix it.
Maybe it's your foundry that's bad. Refresh
It's
your foundry.
not! Mine is fine. I'm hearing music.
Maybe it's your server that's just really shit.
Or maybe you suck. I think you
No.
suck.
It's working when I refresh foundry, or at least it did first time.
Is it working now? It should be spooky music, because we're about to enter like a dungeon.
I don't hear anything.
Even when you refreshed?
Do I?
Try increasing the volume.
Maybe I'm hearing something.
Maybe it's just a lower
Okay,
track.
I am hearing something now.
Okay.
It's pretty quiet even at max volume.
It is an ambience track, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, the party heads up closer, determined to take out the kobolds first. Let me see something here. I need a different page of this. There we go. You come up to the entrance. You see this big dark hole. The party of you spread out a bit, I assume. Marcus and Tabitha instruct that Dem and Corin stay on one side, you three clothmen on the other, and you enter into the tunnel strategically.
Wait, when you mean on side, do you mean like as we walk in, or do you mean as we are on the?
They're sort of like, if you have the funnel here, right? They sort of just mean like that you go like this.
Yeah.
And then you just head in like this.
Yeah. Now this time before, have we noticed any kobold activity? By the way.
Nope, you have not.
This time before we head in, we're gonna make sure we actually have lights. So I'm gonna light my lantern.
Okay.
And carry it.
Do you stash the bags outside the entrance here, or are you carrying them in?
I think we should at least bring some stuff with us.
Okay.
Like we can leave that. We can probably try to hide like the tent and stuff. We'll probably do that maybe not even by the hill, like earlier than that.
Okay. Sure.
Like the stuff we don't need inside, like bedroll,
Right.
but
So,
like.
so what are you bringing with you here? So we have that established.
Let's see. I have like. Flint and steel is good for like lighting torches, and I need my lamp and stuff, and I need my. Water is good to bring with me still.
Mm-hmm.
I need my spell components, or well, I don't really need most of them, but just in case. So I guess for me it's mostly just my my bedroll that I would leave behind.
Okay. Lepus leaves the tents behind. He leaves the food behind, and
We probably want to bring some food,
Okay.
just in case we end up being in there for a long time.
He'll bring some food along, enough for a day for the four of you.
Mm.
The others have their own food, and
Yeah.
he'll bring the rope
Yeah.
since it was bought for this and all.
Yeah.
Cool. Lepus will still be encumbered then. Likely.
Mm.
If he has.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, he can just drop it for
Yeah.
intense situations.
Yeah, it's fine. Cool. You head up here. It is dark. You lighten up your light, and you see a long tunnel into the top of this hill. And the tunnel sort of like it goes on for a bit, and then it seems to like sink in, like it gets lower, but not like a staircase, but like a natural lowering after the rock ends.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I'll take. I'm probably gonna take like point right now since I'm carrying the lantern.
Okay.
And you know, I guess we just like cautiously but fairly normally walk along the tunnel, and keeping our eyes open for
Yeah.
for traps and stuff.
One thing you notice is that the wooden plank is not there.
Okay. So the whole place is. How big is it?
From your memory, it was definitely like a maybe 15 by 10 gap that would just sway down.
Okay, so like, well, I mean, we should be able to see.
Oh yeah,
it.
right, because you fucking sank that shit to the ground. Yeah, there was just a hole. I forgot that you completely sank the fake tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just a giant hole. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's a 10 by 15 hole.
Okay. So it's fit. Do you mean it's 15 feet like into the cave,
Yeah.
or is it?
And it covers the whole width of it, the 10-foot
Okay.
width. Once you get to
Okay.
the stone floor, it's like
Okay.
it's like 3 squares into the stone floor.
Okay. Well, as we get to that, we're gonna like. I'm gonna say, well, we could use the orb to get over this, or we could simply climb down into the library below. But then we haven't dealt with the kobolds yet.
Yeah. The
So
Marcus and Tabitha look at each other and go, "You know, we could always take up different jobs here. Some of us climb down below, some keep watch for kobolds."
I'm not sure if we should be splitting up to that extent.
Just a suggestion.
How about we try to actually, how about we do this? If I can volunteer to get over to the other side with the one half of the rope or something, maybe
Right.
bring one other person with me. Then we can have one person stand on that side with the rope, and then we can have someone use the orb to levitate themselves over and kind of hold on to the rope with their feet and drag themselves over, or two people help each other. Do you get what I'm saying?
Lepus nods, having experienced the orb before. Diedrich and Corin also, after a bit, start nodding along. Yeah, no, I think I get the idea. Tabitha and Marcus sort of go like, could you demonstrate it?
Yeah, sure. Who wants to? I'll go to the other side. Who wants to come with me?
Corin raises a hand. I'll go.
Right. Right. We tie the rope around my waist. Lepus.
Lepus does it.
You can hold the rope on this side. Corin, touch the orb.
Yep.
I have the orb. And then...
double levitate?
Yeah, double levitate. And then we... And then, yeah, as we like float up, I'm gonna say like, someone give us a push.
Marcus steps forward. I'll give you a push. Yeah, woof! You start just swooshing over.
Yeah. Actually, I guess in this case, just to be safe, they would have tied a rope around Corin too.
Sure.
So we have.
That's fine.
Both of us have a lifeline, so we don't just fall down.
Sure.
Yeah.
You swoosh over. It goes pretty fast, and suddenly you are on the other side of this hole.
Yeah, and then when we're above ground, we just let each other go because we shouldn't be very far above.
Yeah, no, you fall down a little bit. Maybe you stumble, maybe you fall on your ass, but it's not that big a deal. You just fall prone and stand back up again.
I mean, you described it as like being really slow. So like if we go pretty fast,
it is really slow going up, but it was fast going across.
Yeah,
and if you have zero friction and suddenly you fall down on friction.
Yeah, okay, on that front, yeah, fair enough.
That stuff's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
This is not relevant now. This is establishing precedent. Which is the most important part as a DM, is establishing precedent so that players don't fuck you later.
Yeah. So now we got the ropes on the other side. So I guess
you don't really have anything to tie them to, though.
What do you say?
You don't really have anything to tie them to.
We don't really need to, because now Corin can stand with the rope, like holding onto the rope.
Yep.
And then like holding onto her rope. It's still tied around there, I guess, and I'll still have my tied just in case. And then, actually, I guess the easiest to do would just be I levitate myself and they pull me back with the rope that is tied around me.
Right, so they pull you back and then you take another person and then they pull you back and they take another person.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so you do this back and forth and
yeah.
When you take Tabitha across, she's really shaky about it, but she goes across and she comes, and now it's just you and Marcus on this side.
Yeah, I mean then we just tie a rope to each of us and levitate, and the other
pull
side
you back. Yeah,
over.
Great.
Yeah,
you're all across the hole. You solved the puzzle that I didn't think I had made. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, orb. It's pretty useful.
Orb is a great item. I'm really happy with this orb. It's a great magic item. I love it.
Yeah. So under this whole thing probably took like a few minutes. No kobolds.
No kobolds.
All right. Then we head deeper in.
Yeah.
Obviously being careful, but yeah. Trying to look for any kind of like crevices where they could be hiding, or any hidden doors or traps or whatever.
You head deeper in, and when you get further and further in, you come across a whole bunch of little tarps. Is that the right word? They're like little cloths, like pelts, I guess you could call them. Yeah, pelts. And on them,
like laying on the ground, as in like used for sitting, stuff like that. Or?
Yeah, for laying on the ground, sitting, sleeping on, whatever. A whole bunch of little pelts. And it seems like the stone ends, right? And you get this dirt again. And now it looks more like a normal dirt cavern in the end. That is definitely like wider again and extended, but doesn't like have any exits that you can see out into the open again. as if someone hit the back of this corridor and just started scratching at the dirt until they made a big room out of it, you know?
Yeah.
And here, you see 2 kobolds laying on pelts, sleeping in the daytime, and one somewhat bigger kobold that looks really pregnant, sleeping on a furred tarp.
So there are three kobolds.
Yes.
You know. Okay. Well, now why you gotta bring up that, huh? Now it feels morally ambiguous to do this.
That's what cleric campaigns are about. Tabitha pulls out her halberd. Well then, I guess it's time to clean up.
Like, I'll just say, quietly, obviously. Like, if possible, maybe we can, sneak attack them,
Yeah, seems
so to
good.
speak.
They, Lepus, Marcus, and Tabitha. Actually, Marcus doesn't because he uses bludgeoning weapons, which is pretty bad for this. So, Diedrich and Lepus and Tabitha all walk up to a kobold each, and with proper preparation on a fully unconscious target, they just execute them. No issue. They're not in combat. Now, if you wanted to kill a sleeping target in combat when there's risk of you being attacked, then you still got to roll to hit because it's the adrenaline of the situation. There's a time limit on things. People could be coming at you. But when you have all the time outside of combat to prepare, you can just no problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
They're dead.
I rather feel a bit dirty about that, but I'm reminding myself of how you described kobolds before and how our last encounter went.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move on from that.
We move on. We sort it in our mind as world building. That's it.
Yeah. So I guess after we do this, we're gonna scour around this campsite or whatever to call it.
Yeah. You notice that
are there
there's definitely more pelts here than there were kobolds that you killed. There's probably more of them out there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, we know there were like, we think there were like, do we know there were 6? Because you said out of character, you said that we defeated 6 kobolds, but did we actually like know that
there
in
were
character?
6 kobolds that you saw at points.
Right.
That
yeah.
you could hear,
Yeah,
that you could when you were listening for voices and stuff, right? There were about 6 kobolds in the cavern at that time. But how many kobolds live here? I mean, you're seeing 10 pelts.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we know this is only half of what we've confirmed that we've seen.
Right. And you probably did not hear this girl kobold. Potentially. I mean, she wasn't running around. And there are 10 pelts.
I mean, we don't know that.
There could be a lot of kobolds out there.
Yeah. But anyways, this counts. There's nothing here, no other paths, no
Hold on a second.
no other living things.
One second. You
Do we roll
scavenge around a
kind of-
little bit. You look around. There's no living things, nothing like that. But you do find 15 copper.
Okay, well, someone like Diedrich can take those, I guess. He likes money.
Yeah, Diedrich takes those.
He was also the one kidnapped, so this can be compensation from the kobolds.
He looks at it like, I think this is mine.
Like, oh well, there you go then.
Thank you.
Right, but as I said, like we don't find anything else noteworthy.
Nope, nothing
Yeah.
really.
All right. Well, as in that case, I will tell the group that we're heading back and down into the library.
Okay. You and the group move over there. You fire down a rope. You have more than enough rope to get down here. But Marcus and Tabitha will say, so, what do we tie this rope to?
Yeah, there was like nothing, right?
Yeah, this is like a corridor with a stone floor. Flat.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we could do a bit of an orb strategy again. First few people get down, the rest of us simply hold up the rope. They climb down, and then the last of us, we tie the ropes around ourselves, and then touch the orb, and so we become really light, and then you pull us down.
Right. That seems doable.
Who wants to go first?
First down or first flying?
First down.
Marcus will volunteer. And you pull off this little procedure. I actually thought that was really clever. I'm gonna note that down. Orb. Elevator.
And we've already used the orb to get out before, so we can do the...
Getting out with the orb is really clever. I like your... now you're thinking with orbs, you know? Now you're
thinking with orbs.
Now you're thinking with orbs. I like this. That was a clever idea. Yeah, the party gets down. No issue. It takes a little bit. It's a slow process. It probably takes you like 20 minutes to get everyone down, but eventually...
Yeah, that's fine.
Eventually everyone's down.
No.
What you notice when you're the final one up there and you're floating with the orb, right? And everyone else is pulling on your gut rope to pull you down. You notice that, like, the longer you've been flying...
There's probably a few of us at the same time, because we had to touch the orb at the same time. We can't, like, send the orb up and down.
Yeah, that's true. So there's 2 of you at the top, right? Who are doing the final float. And what you're noticing is that the longer you've been flying, the tougher it is for everyone else to pull you down. Where initially you're so light that you just kind of float up, but the longer you're floating, it's like you develop anti-gravity slowly over time, right? You notice that when you're hovering up there, your head hits the roof eventually, right? Because this corridor's not that tall, so you're up there pretty quickly. And so first it's just like a light little bump, but eventually you start feeling like you're actually being pressured against this roof, where the opposite push moving you upwards increases in time.
And against the roof, am I not getting pulled down?
You are getting pulled down. I'm saying, like, right before that, as you're getting ready for it. When you're just hovering up there, you're holding the rope, you know, you're letting people down. The longer you're flying, the more pressure is pushing you upwards, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So eventually they start pulling you down, and they really gotta put their backs into it to, like, really get the 2 of you down here. They can do it. They can do it. It doesn't take long enough that they can't do it, but it is a little bit of a challenge. It's only slightly easier than pulling you out of a pit would be.
All right. When we're finally down, I'm gonna say, that's an interesting. That's a property of the orb we haven't seen before. Might have to experiment with that later, but for now, let's focus on the mission.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. You are now. I'm scared to change the music. I was gonna change the music. That's nice. Let's just not do it. Let's keep this music.
Yeah.
You put
all
your
right,
fear
so
in me.
we're in the library. So as we're down here,
yes.
do we hear the same kind of rattling as we did last time?
You tell everyone to be quiet, and when they're quiet, you hear a faint. I don't know how to make the noise, but yes. You do.
Yeah, I get it. It sounds like rattling bones, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every now and then there's also the sound of steel scraping against rock.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah, so yeah. I'll say. All right. It's only one like path out of the library, right?
Yep. There's just one big corridor.
Yeah. I'm gonna say. All right. Who wants to take point?
Marcus will point to his sling. Tabitha sighs and steps forward. I'm with you, Father, I guess.
Would you want to hold the lantern, or do you want someone behind you to do it?
I'm sort of a two-handed kind of person.
Right. I guess I can walk behind you and hold the lantern.
Okay. So the party's travel order here is going to be Tabitha first, Lucius second.
How tight is this corridor though? Because before we leave, we'll obviously check the corridor.
Yeah, it's like 15 feet wide. It's pretty wide.
Okay, then I guess we can have. We don't have to walk like one person.
No, it's like a zigzaggy clump of people, sort of. And remember, we're not necessarily playing on like a squared thing here. It is much more theater of mind. I'm just giving you square numbers because it's easier to imagine for a D&D player, I think. Yeah. And it's also pretty much right. It's estimates, all of it.
In that case, I guess I'll probably walk like a bit behind to the side of Tabitha, so I can like light things up. But I'm not like directly behind her or anything.
Yeah, and you got Lepus like a little bit to the side behind you, and then you got Diedrich and Corin right behind there, and you got Marcus on the rear.
Yeah, I'll have my rapier out in my right hand, and then my lantern in your left hand.
Offhand, yeah.
Yeah, so I can put down or like just drop the lantern straight up in really.
So you stashed the orb then.
Yeah, I did that as soon as we were down.
Cool, great. Well done.
Don't want to accidentally make something really heavy and break it.
So you line up and you get ready to head into this corridor, and you shine your light forward. You take a few
There aren't any
steps
other light. There aren't any other like forms of light, right? It's just our light.
Yep, it's just your light. This is a very dark place. You start taking a few steps inwards and inwards. And then, from the sides... I don't know if you're hearing any music now, but...
I do.
Excellent. From the sides, as you start walking forward, you see two... The path continues forward, and that seems to shrink in a little bit, but there's two paths that come from the sides. And before you're even by them, you're just sneaking up towards them. Suddenly, out from the side, start rattling skeletons. Clack, 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 scraping a sword along the ground, heading towards you. And
so it's one from each path?
For now, that you can see.
Yeah.
But as we roll initiative, maybe there's more.
When you say skeletons, do you just mean like human-sized skeletons?
We got the
humanoid
we got the little dude here.
Okay, so just a stereotypical human skeleton.
Hell yeah! We got the little dude there in the 80s art. It's excellent.
Alright.
Okay.
I just realized that a rapier is probably a horrible weapon for fighting undead.
You know what's fun about 2nd edition compared to 5th edition?
Those kind of things matter?
Yes! Those kind of things matter way more. Resistances and weaknesses are common.
Right. I was gonna... Unfortunately, I don't have any gauntlets, so I can't pommel strike, really.
If only you had Samuel here.
I mean, a rapier isn't super sharp in terms of cutting, so I might be able to get away with it, but... it's not the best idea.
Well done. Let me see here. If only you were a standard cleric with a mace, huh?
If only.
This is why clerics fight with bases, by the way. Because they're specialized in undead.
I know that. I know that.
Let me just find the weapon speeds for Marcus and Tabitha here.
Alright, well, I'm gonna roll my initiative. Wait, is it D10?
It is D10 plus your weapon speed.
Yeah. I keep...
and low is good.
I'm starting to learn, but I'm still...
yeah.
Still forgetting. +4 with the rapier.
I'm just finding the weapon speed for everyone. 1 second.
Okay, 7, so 11. I'm gonna still be holding the lantern right now. So that we actually... is anyone else holding a torch or anything, or is the lantern our only light source right now?
The lantern is your only light source.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep holding it and make sure so people can see, you know.
Lepus fights with a proper sword. So he swings a +5. Okay. And let's see what kind of vision skeletons have. Doopa 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 doo. Vision, vision, vision. I don't see any special notes about it. Why does the skeleton page have a sociology section? Or society?
Social skeletons.
Society section.
Social skeletons.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna Google.
Skelly bro, Skelly bro, Skelly bro. I don't see anything about them having infravision or anything. So I think your lantern is actually going to give you a huge advantage in this fight.
Why? Do you mean that is it like blinding them?
Well, you can see them, and they can't really see you. Which means that if you have the ability to see someone, then you hit them normally. But if they, but you're functionally like invisible to them, or at least obscured, which means you actually have a bonus to hit them. Whereas they cannot see you, which means that they have a reduction to hit you.
Right. Be unrelated to what you just said. Just like just in character, when Lucius sees these things,
yes,
he kind of realizes, wait, I don't really have a good weapon for fighting this.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna try to stay back and like just hold the lantern for the others.
Well, when you stand behind the others with the lantern, the effect kind of goes away because then everyone's in light.
I mean,
the lantern is most efficient when it is in between you and your opponent.
I guess I didn't necessarily mean like standing behind everyone, just like focusing on like making sure that the rest of the party like being on lantern duty and like making sure people see.
That stuff is fine, and that would just make the combat normal, you know. But if you do take the front line, there are advantages to that.
I mean, I'm already kind of on the front line. But
oh yeah, for this round. But if you do back off, then let's see. Here. We're gonna start rolling initiative real soon. I just want to actually have this light and darkness thing figured out, because this could actually end up being like a pretty common thing. Chapter 13, 158. I remember I was literally in a. In a DM advice screen, and I was given opportunity here. Here we go. Yeah, it's literally +4 to hit for you and -4 to hit for them. If you can see them and they can't see you.
Okay.
Yep. It's really, really strong.
All right.
Well then, let's roll some initiative, shall we?
Yeah.
Lepus goes at this speed. Diedrich goes at this speed. Oh god.
You want low or high? You want low initiative.
You want low initiative. Oh god, your teammate has all your teammates have terrible initiative. Oh,
I rolled 11, so mine is pretty bad too.
Yes. Oh, I actually forgot to look up Marcus' weapon speeds. I did everyone else. You rolled 11, you said, huh?
Yeah.
What is
wait, actually, wait. When you roll initiative, you do it with the action you intend to do, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if I were to like mostly just like go on like defensive stance.
Sure, you want to take a dodge action or something? The equivalent to it. Okay, so that would be with a +3 to initiative. If you take a general action that is an attack, often it's just +3 as a basic.
Okay, so then I would have 10, I guess, initiative instead.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna engage immediately. I'm gonna mostly just try to shine the light on the skeletons.
In 2E, when you take a quote-unquote dodge action, you get a +1 to AC.
Okay.
That's it, though. Unless you're a fighter. When you're a fighter, you can get more.
Yep. Sure.
And then for his flail... It's a 7. Okay. Damn, these two got slow weapons. As I just improvise sling, flail, and halberd. Okay, let's roll for them. Oh, he's rolling better, though. She's rolling better too. And then we go. There's a lot of upkeep at the beginning of the fight, and then it will start speeding up as soon as we get going. This is me being new to 2E.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a pretty big party now where you're handling everyone except one character.
Yep.
So
that will cut down in your experience. You're being punished for making me able to do all this.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, but
Excellent.
I think it makes more sense in universe.
It does, it does. I do not mind it.
Try to get a bigger group.
Yes, I do not mind it.
I am not greedy. At least I'm trying not to be.
Okay. Why is everyone going on 12? Everyone, go on 12. Alright, cool. We got it. First in initiative, if you were going on 10...
Yeah.
Then first up is someone who can't take an action right now. Second up is someone who can't take an action right now. And then it's Marcus, who swings up and fires on the side of the corridor past all of you at the one skeleton he can see as he just stumbles into the corridor.
Someone who can't take an action, that sounded sus.
Yep. There's lots of noise in these corridors, my friend. Ooh, with a 19 to hit. That's a great roll from dear friend Marcus, who is going to absolutely pummel this skeleton with his sling, which I think does bludgeoning damage.
I mean, it shoots rocks, so I would assume so.
Yeah, it does. That's a big fat B indeed. And then it is 1d4 damage. And then we roll HP for that skeleton. It shatters into pieces. Dear God, why, skeleton, did you roll 1 HP?
Poggers.
We go next in initiative, which is the dead skeleton on the ground. Unfortunate. Then we go to Lucius.
Yeah, so as I said, I'm basically just gonna kind of stand where I'm standing and hold the light towards the skeleton. Pointed towards the skeleton so the party sees the skeleton.
Yep, you take a defensive action. Damn, I'm really gonna play a whole round of combat to myself if you take a defensive action. God fucking damn it.
Yep.
Well then.
Graceful weapon was not suited for
after
skeletons.
You goes everybody else at the same time except for Lepus, who's slow.
Okay.
So what happens when everyone goes at the same time is that we basically roll all the damage, and then we assume that everyone makes it past all of it, and then everyone takes the damage at the same time at the end of it, you know?
Okay.
Everyone gets their turn without taking damage, and then everyone takes damage at the end of it. So.
Okay.
First up is Tabitha. who rolls to hit. Also a 19 on the die.
Oh my god.
Which is like more than a 19 to hit.
See, this is what happens when I'm not the one rolling.
Damn it! His strategy! the insane tactics! I really should have just...
Don't need to roll hit an attack roll if you're not rolling them to begin with.
But I also rolled the skeleton HP, so... Which was terrible. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. We got the halberd, or what's it again? 1d10 damage. I need to stick a pen in this weapon page, because I feel like I've been coming to it a lot. Well then, the HP roll... The skeleton rolls some HP. She rolls some damage. It's a good hit from her, but the skeleton will still get to act before it falls to pieces. Corin and Diedrich don't really have a target, so they kind of sit back. The skeleton stabs out at Tabitha at the same time with a 11 to hit, which is not good enough to hit Tabitha. So she kills that skeleton and it falls. As we go to next round of initiative.
Okay, well, we don't have any targets that we see right now.
No, you don't, because they were stuck behind their allies who then died. But you
Okay,
hear
well,
targets around the corners.
Okay. So how wide is the corridor here in this place?
Like about 3 people wide, shoulder to shoulder.
Okay.
And then the two side corridors look really thin, like 1-person corridors that these skeletons are funneling out from.
Can I like speak in between like this initiative?
You did absolutely nothing this turn, so yeah, take a speech action.
Yeah. Do we hear? Still like they're
there
coming?
are more coming. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say like, let's try to keep this bottleneck.
It's an RTS now.
Yeah.
But turn-based, so turn-based strategy game. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I guess I just basically do the same thing, defensive maneuver, try to
Yep.
Wave the lantern back and forth to try to spot when they're coming.
Okay, cool. But you did step in behind Tabitha and Corin and Diedrich and all them, right?
I mean, I guess I'm behind to the extent where at least the lantern can shine past them.
Yep, great. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. 9. Oh my god, Tabitha's going on an 18. Okay, cool. What's your initiative?
11 again.
11 again. Excellent. Well then, you're not attacking this time then. You're just doing fine, normal. No action really. Okay, cool.
Basically right now, as long as the plan holds, and I'm just gonna try to stay on Lantern Dude and make sure the others can see what they're fighting.
Excellent. Well then, first up in the order is a skeleton and Diedrich, who both go at the same time. Diedrich will step up to the corner of the one of the corridors and get ready with his short sword to stab at a skeleton if it comes out of there. I'm gonna see if he takes the same side as the skeleton that's coming out right now. He doesn't. He's on the opposite side. So the skeleton comes out on the same initiative order and thrusts out at Tabitha with an 11 to hit, which is once again not good enough to hit her. Next in the order is the skeleton on Diedrich's side, which comes out. Diedrich takes his stab that he prepared. It is an 11 to hit, which is not good enough to hit a skeleton. And then the skeleton goes and it attacks Diedrich with a terrible swing. It comes out of this corridor. It like dodges Diedrich, but then it tries to hit him, and its hand just hits right into the corner of the wall of this corridor, completely failing it. Probably hurting its hand if it still had nerves. After that, it is... No, it's not your turn. It is Corin, Corin is also going to just jump out and stab at this thing that Diedrich is fighting. She's going to take the other side, running behind it, and do a terrible attack. Even with flanking, that's not good enough. After that, it is Marcus.
You said behind it. Is there where the split happens? Is there is it a straight T wall, or is there space behind it too?
So you got this kind of situation, but the middle one's way thicker.
So there's a path straight ahead too.
Yes,
okay.
and it sort of narrows ahead, so that the end here is about as thin as side corridors, but then here is much wider. Even though I didn't draw it like that, I drew this badly.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I get you. I thought it was a T.
No, but it's fine.
T,
we spent a lot of time setting up
instruction.
battles, so I understand that you forgot this instruction I gave on the battlefield. That's fine. Anyway, Marcus takes a shot. It's a hit. So he does some damage to one of the skeletons that's out there. That's actually pretty good damage. But the skeleton lives. Well then, it then becomes your turn. You do nothing.
Defensive with the lantern.
Yep.
I love listening to you play D&D by yourself.
As long as you are having fun, then I'm doing my job, okay? If you're bored, then I've done a terrible job. The two other skeletons run out because they go at the same time. They're going to stab into Tabitha and Diedrich as they sort of shove themselves forward, as the other two have properly exited into the corridor and their friends can actually come out, making there 4 skeletons in the corridor now in front of you. That is a fantastic hit into Diedrich. Ooh, Diedrich goes down.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we roll a hit into Tabitha. Even better! Oh, Tabitha, my friend. We gotta roll some HP for Tabitha. Ooh, Tabitha rolls max HP.
Augers.
Actually, she doesn't, because I realized she should roll a little bit more than that, but that's fine. Doop. So that minus that is that much XP left. Okay. That makes it Tabitha's turn. Swings at a skeleton for a hit. And she deals that much damage. That's not great. Skelly Boy rolls some HP. That is actually enough to kill a Skelly Boy anyway, because HP rolls are evil. Well done.
Let's go.
That kills one of the other ones. There are still 3 skeletons in this corridor as we go into the next round. Lucius, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to save the... Right. If my spell is interrupted, does that consume the spell slot? I forgot.
Oh wait, Lepus attacks. Never mind, wait. Lepus attacks. I forgot Lepus. Lepus misses anyway. Never mind.
Okay.
If your spell is interrupted, that does consume the spell. It removes it from your memory. Indeed.
Okay. So, quick glance. Is Diedrich in a really bad shape that he needs immediate treatment?
He is bleeding out.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go for Cure Light Wounds on him.
Okay.
So, how does that work? Does it
here's
happen
your
at the end of the round?
Are you in melee range of Diedrich?
Right. I need to. Right. It's a no move
action. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna move up to Diedrich then, I guess, and take a defensive stance.
You move it to Diedrich and take a defensive action. That's perfect.
I can heal him next round.
Yes. Spellcasters are strong. Need to be balanced.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep playing D&D with myself for one more round.
When I do it, is it that I start casting on my initiative and then at the end of the round it goes off if nothing?
It goes off
happens,
on your initiative. That's why spells have
Oh, it
speeds, so that if you roll initiative, And then you start casting it immediately when the turn starts. And then when your initiative comes up, you finish casting it. So the better you roll, the faster you cast it. And it can only be interrupted if I beat you in initiative and attack you for damage.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
And if I miss, you're not interrupted. That's a buff that wizards and spellcasters got in 2E compared to 1E. Because in 1E they get interrupted even if they don't take any damage, as long as they're attacked.
I haven't rolled initiative, by the way, for this round.
Then do it.
So my plan is to move up to him, but I haven't done it yet. Oh, I rolled a 1, so I got 4.
Okay, Skelly boys, roll like your life depends on it, because it probably does. We deal...
Did I go first in initiative, or...?
Oh, I finally rolled a 1 on initiative on someone. What was your initiative?
4.
Ooh, you actually go tied first.
I rolled a 1. So.
Yeah. You go up, you take a defensive action, you run up to Diedrich, but you're really not going to do much more. You're going to have +1 AC to this round. One of the skeletons here, the one who just put down Diedrich, sees you coming up and is going to take a stab at you, because you're basically taking his position. Yeah. With a 19 to hit, so that should hit you.
That is about. It should be above my AC, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it hit me.
It hits you for 5 damage.
Oof.
Stabs you hard in the hip bone, I think. So you run up.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. We go to Corin, who attacks the one who just stabs you viciously.
By the way, does 2E have any kind of like flanking rules, or is it just
flanking in 2E is just if you are on like different sides of a person, you both have +1. Yeah. But you gotta be like.
Are we flanking the skeleton then right now?
Oh wait, no, only the one from behind has a plus. Wait, no, there's backstab rules. Yeah, it's
is Corin behind it?
So no, I figured out what 2E has is not flanking rules; it's facing rules. So this skeleton is locked up with you in combat, right? So it is facing you, and then Corin is behind it, so she has backstab for +2, and then flanking is if you're on the side of it, you have +1. That's how 2E works.
Yeah.
So yeah, Corin is behind it, but it's fine. She hit it anyway, even without that.
Okay.
So she takes out her dagger. She stabs at it, and it was on 1 HP from a slingshot earlier. So it is dead. Why did I even roll damage? A slingshot.
No, sling.
Yeah, a slingshot. A shot from
a sling.
A shot from a sling.
Okay, sure. A slingshot is a different thing.
Yes, a slingshot shot would be a different thing, but a slingshot. Right. God damn it. Well. The bad thing about killing that one is that it had already gone on initiative. Well then, that was Corin. Diedrich decreases 1 HP, but don't worry, he's still alive. We then go to numbers. This skeleton is fighting Tabitha and is going to take a stab. That is going to be a hit, actually. For 4 damage to dear Tabitha. Who now has 2 serious wounds, as these skeletons have actually rolled pretty high on damage whenever they hit. We then go onwards to Lepus, who's gonna take a swing. Lepus probably also circles, at least to get a flanking hit on this. No, this one's down. He's fighting this other one. Yeah, he joins Tabitha in the fray for a normal attack roll, and that is still a hit. So he's gonna roll that damage, and it is halved, so he does that much. And then we gotta roll some HP. Ooh. One skeleton had good HP at least. And then it is Marcus who takes a shot. Marcus misses. Then it is Tabitha who takes a stab. Tabitha giga misses. It's just a long polearm when it's getting this crowded. It's just really awkward for her.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the round.
All right.
So, roll me initiative again. As I will roll a whole bunch of initiatives.
Did Corin kill the skelly?
Yes, there are now 2 skeletons in this corridor.
Yeah. Where are they?
They are both fight Tabitha and Lepus are sort of squaring up with 1 each. On that side.
Okay, so they're both on the other side from
yes,
where
yes.
I am. Right
You
now.
are pretty cleared right now.
Okay. So I'm using Cure Light Wounds. That is a constant speed of 5, so I'm using +5.
Max roll 15.
Rip.
Doop. 12.
But it should be fine.
Should be fine, unless Dear Diedrich is on -9 and rolls faster initiative.
That is true. Surely he didn't take that much damage from a skelly.
Surely not. A skelly with a short sword.
Surely.
Corin goes at 8. Marcus goes at 11.
How much HP did Diedrich have
4.
total? 4. Okay.
Short swords deal.
Yeah, there's no way.
Short swords deal D6, no matter who's wielding them.
Yeah,
by the way.
exactly. Yeah, there's no way he's that close to death. So.
Yeah, probably not.
Wait, what were your rules for dying when in down
You
state?
lose 1 HP per round, and you die at -10.
Is it always -10 exactly?
Yes, that's the death number.
Okay, it's not relevant to your maximum HP or anything.
Nope,
Okay.
that's 5e.
Yep. Yeah.
This one goes at 5. This one goes at... Ooh, they both go at 5. The 2 skeletons win initiative, both of them. Amazing. One of them is unharmed. The other one has been hit by a sword hit from Lepus. Well then, one of the skeletons is going to stab Tabitha. The other one's going to stab Lepus. We'll handle Lepus first. With a 13 to hit, that does hit dear friend Lepus, which means he goes down. Let's see about how much.
Oof.
Ah! Lepus goes unconscious and is not bleeding out.
Exactly 1 damage?
Yes!
Toggers. Okay.
The 1 HP tank, dude.
Let's go.
Let's go, Lepus. The other one stabs Tabitha for a miss. And so we go with all of your party members, the billion of them. We start out with Diedrich, who goes down to this much HP. Then we go to Corin, who goes to backstab again. With a +2, that definitely hits. But she only deals this kind of damage. Okay, we gotta roll some HP for this guy. He's still up. Then we go to Marcus, who takes a shot with his sling from the back. That is a hit.
He had a flail too, right?
He does have a flail, but he has been ranged attacking this whole fight.
Yeah.
Actually, I am breaking my own rules here a bit. I shouldn't be doing this. I should not be ranged attacking in this situation. I'm forgetting how Tui works.
Why not?
Because Tui hates ranged people. But he's still doing it, so I'm just gonna... We've gotten these ones for free, but now I remember that he's stupid for doing this. And you know what? He is stupid, so he'll do it anyway. As the DM remembers what the rules are. Where are my firing into melee rules?
Firing into melee?
Yes. When you fire a ranged weapon into a melee fight.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean.
Missile weapons are intended mainly as long-range weapons. Ideally, they are used before the opponent reaches your line. However, ideal situations are all too rare. Blah, 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 blah. When missiles are fired into melee, the DM counts the number of figures in the immediate area of the intended target. Each medium figure counts as 1. Small figures as a half, large as 2, huge as 4, gargantuan as 6. The total value is compared to the value of each character or creature in target melee. Using this ratio, the DM rolls a die to determine who will be the target of the shot, if it hits. So, these are all medium creatures, so they're all 1. So I just roll a d4 on a 1 or 2 hit skeleton.
Wait, is it just randomized who gets hit?
Yes!
Okay.
And it is... Well, Lepus was down, actually. So it's just Tabitha who gets hit.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, it's this one. Tabitha takes 1 damage. And screams, "Marcus, you idiot! Get in here!" And he goes, okay, okay, and he'll take his flail out for next round. As he remembers how ranged firing at the melee rules work.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the world just changed.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it changed from 5e to 2e all of a sudden. Where ranged weapons suddenly suck if your allies are already in melee. And then Tabitha misses. Probably because she was hit in the back by a rock. That makes sense.
That ought to do it.
Well then, it is your turn.
Okay.
He's gonna do something!
I'm doing the spell.
Hell yeah.
It is a d8, right? Yes, 1d8.
1d8 into Diedrich. Yes.
6.
Diedrich does get up.
Poggers. So by the way, I'm not gonna do as I did before. Instead of doing like the stitching thing, I'm now gonna like kind of like wave around the lantern and kind of like gather light from it, and then like gently like put it on the wound and like wave around a bit as if it's like a gaseous salve almost.
I love that. That's beautiful. Yes. Yeah. You gather the light and you push it into the wound, and Diedrich wakes up as his wound closes. Oh gosh! Oh golly! Ah!
Welcome back to the living.
Oh, it still hurts.
Now let's kill this.
Thank you.
Let's get rid of the last dead people.
Yeah. Sure. Let's run the initiative for everyone once again.
Yeah. I'm gonna. They probably got that over there, so I'm gonna keep doing lantern duty.
Sure.
It's also probably a bit too crowded now to get in there anyways.
Yes.
There's like 3 people in a very tight space.
Yeah, it's like Corin and Tabitha are on each side of 2 skeletons, and Mark is just running in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh my god.
Lepus is fine for now.
Tabitha gets like worse at initiative every round.
Make that
Tabitha went from like 12 to 16 to 17 to 18 to 19. Her initiative just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. She does fight with a +9, but still. And then we got the Skelebros. Ooh, they continue to be fast. Not that one. What's your initiative? Not that it actually matters that much.
It's 11. Actually, it's. I guess if someone goes down before my turn, I'm gonna actually in general I'm gonna try to move up to like be close enough to the front line so I can heal someone next round if they go down.
That seems like very good healer gameplay. You got it.
Yeah.
Excellent. I love the thinking there of the movement, how it's it's sinking into you how to play this this restriction. That's good.
Yeah.
Move on turns where you have nothing else to do. I need another D10. Diedrich fails a morale check as he crawls back into a corner. Scared shitless. The one skeleton who stabbed down Lepus.
By the way, was it like when we entered this dungeon? It was like kind of afternoon, right? Already, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, as long as we survive this encounter, I'm assuming we're probably gonna go back to the surface and
we'll deal with that then.
Camp for the night. But yeah.
We'll deal with that then.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Well then, the two skeletons are both in melee range with Tabitha, but she's only threatening one of them. One of them is flanking her, and it goes before Marcus can get up there. So I think it is going to just take the flanking attack into Tabitha, yeah. That is a miss. Then we go to Corin, who tries to stab that one in the back. She has been backstabbing this whole time, that little bandit girl.
Yeah.
And she does so really well. Again, the backstab makes the difference. And however, the sharp weapon makes the difference as well, as the skeleton is still standing. It goes to the other skeleton's turn, who just attacks normally in Tabitha, and hits! Come on, Skelly bro. Damn it. It gets a nick on her chin. Sha! Leaves a good scar on her cheek. As we go to Marcus, who runs in there with a flail. And definitely hits, actually. What in the world? Where's my pen? Ah, I pulled the pen out of the book. I forgot to look up how much damage a flail does. Footman's flail does 1d6 plus 1.
Plus 1? Oh my god.
Insane weapon. Alright, so that is 3 damage. That is going to take out that skeleton. There's only one standing now. As it is Tabitha's turn. She swings at it. She really hits it. She uses the initiative die for damage. And... Yep. That's gonna take it down to that much HP. And we are going to fight one more round. I'm going to say that there's no way the skeleton survives this round. So I'm just gonna have it roll one more attack roll in general to just even things out, and then we should end things cleanly.
Alright, sure.
That seems fair enough. The one more attack roll strikes again.
Yeah, that's a high. That is a high roll, right?
That is a high. Yes, yeah, attack rolls are high rolls. Well, this one was fighting Tabitha, so.
Are crits a thing, or are?
So the way crits work is that there's actually way more crits in this game than there are in 5th edition. Crits happen if 2 things happen at the same time. You roll an 18, 19, or 20 on your attack roll, and you clear AC by 5. Both of those things at the same time, which actually means, now that I think about it, that 2 skeletons crit earlier in this fight. But
okay,
let's not care about that. That's probably whatever. Let's just care about this crit, shall we? On Tabitha. Sure. Skeleton, why? Why do you have to leave her at 1 HP?
Didn't Min roll?
No, he rolled 9 damage. She had 10.
Oh, okay.
He left her at 1 HP.
Wait, 10 damage? She had 10 HP left?
Yeah, she's level 3.
Oh my god, she had a lot of HP.
Yeah, she's level 3.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Cool. Cool. Well then, that should be that for the fight. The mob of like 6 people swarm the 3 HP skeleton and finish it. There's no problem with that.
Alright, sure. Yeah, I guess we, 5 people. 1 is down, still.
Yes, Lepus is unconscious but not bleeding. Diedrich is scared shitless and pressed against the wall. Corin looks completely flustered, like, hell yeah, we did it! That was awesome! Marcus is sort of like, I did my best there. Tabitha looks absolutely beat the fuck up. She has taken 20 damage in this fight, and she looks it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Tabitha. So, I'm gonna give you a choice here. Do you want me to heal you, or do you want me to heal Lepus so we don't have to carry him out?
I say you heal me. And we get whatever is important in this place, and we get out.
Yeah. See, yeah. On that note, I would say after this scuffle, it was probably pretty late. It was already pretty late in the day, so I would just say we probably retreat for today, and then continuing deeper tomorrow.
And you think that they won't just rise again in the night, those bastards?
Well, they very well might, but that's what we're here to find out, I suppose.
And if they do rise again in the night, I took all of that for nothing?
Well, I mean, we can sure look around the immediate area, but in your current state, do you want to risk going even deeper?
If you give me a proper healing, I'm certain that I can go deeper and clear out whatever else. We've already taken out the guards. Now we just gotta find the treasure room.
Well, if you feel confident, we can go a bit deeper. But
Your
notice
friend
that this
here is no good anyway. He went down to the hit of a pummel. Not exactly a brave warrior if I've seen one.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He's not the most experienced warrior. But just know this. Just know this though. If I heal you now, and we keep going, if we were to run into danger again, I don't have any more healing spells prepared right now.
Right. I understand.
Well, as long as you know. And
she
then
looks
I'm gonna
down to Diedrich
cast...
and goes, well, hopefully you can at least convince your friends to come along with us.
I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on her.
Yep. Six. She goes up to 7.
I'm doing basically the same thing as before, with the light gathering.
Yeah, that's cool. You gather up the light, you push it into her. Ah, that's mighty fine. You're quite useful. Why don't you come with us up to Ignalia when all this is done?
Appreciate the offer, but I have my own journey.
Well done. Well, lead the way. This is your rescue operation.
On that note, I'm gonna look towards Lepus. He's fine for now, but he's not going to be up and about.
Right.
So we either need to bring him with us or potentially leave someone else to guard him while we scout ahead for a bit.
Understandable. Well, your shit coward friend there can probably drag him back in the library. You think it's safe there?
I think what I would suggest we do. You remember me telling you about the invisibility to undead spell?
I do.
I have. If you would like to scout ahead alone for a bit until you feel like you've gone too far, I can cast it on you, and you should be fine from ambushes. It's not 100%, but as long as these things are the only things around, it should be safe. They should not be able to notice you.
She claps Marcus on the shoulder. Good old Marcus here will scout ahead, wouldn't you, boy? He goes, yeah, I can do it.
Okay, or you. That works too. You didn't get injured, right, Marcus?
No, I didn't. I think the universe is still unaware of my HP.
well, in that case, let's do this then.
Right.
Now I'm just gonna check invisibility to undead.
Yeah, what is the duration of this thing?
Duration is. Oh wait, actually, it's not. It's not that long. It's only. Wait, it's. Oh wait, that was the. Oh, it's. Oh, it's only 6 rounds. Okay, that's not very long actually.
Is it anything plus rounds per level or something?
No, that was invisibility to animals. This one is just 6 rounds.
One thing you can learn about second edition is that as a spellcaster, you are always upcasting. Now, so what you do is you prepare spells in your spell slots that are that level spell, but most spells have like this much plus this much per spellcaster level, and you're always upcasting in that way. So, for example, if you're casting Magic Missile as a wizard, right, it will say like 3 darts plus 1 dart per level above first or something. And if you're level 9 as a wizard, you're casting like 12 darts every time, and for a first level spell. First level slot.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything per level.
Okay,
it's
cool.
just static.
Yeah, I just took the moment to teach you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, just explain to Marcus that he'll have 6 minutes to essentially do whatever he wants, as long as it's not, and it's out of character. Wait, where did it go? It says that any undead with 4 or fewer hit dice are automatically affected. So they just ignore him completely.
That's cool.
The other anything with higher will have to roll a saving throw.
Is it versus spell?
Yeah, versus a spell.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works fine.
So I explained this to him. You have 6 minutes. Undead. Any undead will ignore you completely during that time, as long as you don't. As long as you're not hostile against them.
Okay. He nods. Right. Do your magic, father.
I would suggest you probably, keep up a pace, but not be too loud, because in case there is something powerful enough to circumvent the magic
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Alright, ready?
I was born ready.
I'll nod and I'll hold on to my holy symbol and like start chanting and like kind of like almost like weave a kind of like cloth-like pattern in the air, and then I like put it over him, like as if like he's being covered. And then as soon as I finish casting, I'll say go.
And he takes a dex check to see how sneaky he is. He does terribly. Clank, 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 clank into the corridor. But he goes.
All right.
Invisibly. To undead.
And it's by the way, it is not. It says they will ignore him. They don't. It doesn't say he's just invisible.
Right. He's like magically inconceivable. Yeah. Great.
Pretty much. So they should ignore his sounds too.
Yeah, his clanking is probably fine, but it is comedic. As he rolled an 18 naturally on his dex check, which is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't even roll his dex stats. I was like, oh, an 18? I don't need to roll what dex he has. He fails. Even though he technically could have 18 dex. In fact, let's just make sure he doesn't have 18 dex. He has 16 dex, which is pretty fucking close.
By the way, while he's gone, I will try to just like check the side corridors a bit to see like if we see an end to them, or if they're actually just like corridors that lead to like really deep.
Yeah, so you wanted him to continue straight forward, right?
Yeah, I assume that's the direction they wanted to scout. I didn't give him any specific direction, but
okay, yeah, he goes straight forward, and Diedrich starts, carefully pulling Lepus with him back into the library. And Tabitha looks to you and Corin, and Corin goes, "Okay, so we're gonna look the side paths then."
Right. Yeah. I'll do it since I have the light. Unless you want to light the torch as well. Just
Yeah.
listen for sounds.
Yep.
In case.
You look into the one to your right.
Yeah. Basically, I'm not like gonna like go in. I'm mostly just like trying to check if it's like a chamber or if it's.
You see a straight corridor that goes for a little bit, and then you see like an opening that is clearly blocked off by some kind of big rock.
And I don't see any other
Nope.
side paths along.
It's straight up just like it's like 30 feet and then rock.
Nothing in the ceiling or floor either?
Nope. Dirt ceiling,
so presumably,
stone walls, stone floor.
So presumably the skeletons were just hanging out in there then.
Probably.
Yeah. And then I'll check the other side path too.
Yeah.
These were really narrow, right? Like one person
Yeah,
narrow,
these are one person narrow. This one seems to open up into a room. About, again, 30 foot away. It seems like another big room opens up. Not as big as the library, but definitely sizable. Maybe like a 5 square by 5 square kind of room looking thing. And you see the corner of a table in there, but otherwise it's kind of hard to make out what you see. There seems to be some big elaborate door facing the corridor directly, like where your corridor enters, and then you go to the opposite side of that big room. There is a big wall with some big elaborate door there that has these 5 cups in it.
Right.
This is, when you're looking here, you look at this way, you look that way. This is where, from the front, you hear a, "Ah, fuck!"
Okay, yeah.
Yep. After a little bit.
Yeah. So this is, it looks noteworthy, but we're not gonna check it out right now. Just gonna...
You stumble up, and as you do...
Wait, stumble up? What do you mean?
Well, I assume that if you hear a, "Ah, fuck," you start walking forward in the corridor. Or do you not?
Not necessarily, or like,
Okay.
was there like a bunch of other stuff sound too?
No, it was just Marcus screaming, "Ah, fuck."
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll look to, when he does that, I'll look to Tabitha. That was her name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tabitha. Like you saying like Fiddlo, like, should we go check that out, or?
I mean, we can listen if he screams again.
Sure.
Hopefully he has stepped to some shit. The skeleton shit?
I doubt it.
Aren't you like the cleric or something?
Yeah, and as a cleric, I don't know where the shit would come. Anyways, we're not talking about this
Don't
right
you
now.
like grow up in like a temple and study undead lore all day?
No, not really. We can have this conversation when we're not in another crypt.
As you're having this conversation, suddenly you see Marcus stumbling back out there like, "Ah, shit! There was this... I saw a bunch of spiderwebs, so I was like, I'm gonna turn right back around again. And it was one on my back. I think it bit me, but I got it with a flail and I feel fine. It just hurt like a motherfucker."
Oh. That's not great.
No, it probably isn't. I'm gonna be ill tomorrow, aren't I? Ah, fuck.
Right, actually, wait. I just remembered...
It was like the size of a dog.
I just remembered, he like took a light source with him, presumably, right?
He did not. Oh wait, he had torches. Yeah, he probably lit a torch, yeah.
Yeah.
He has a torch. That's fine. That's how he knows it was a spider the size of a dog.
Yeah. Right, okay.
When I killed it.
When we heard about the guy who talked about the spiders last... Did he mention that they were venomous? I'm pretty sure he did, right?
I don't know if he did, but... I mean, it's spiders.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I don't have any like. I don't really have any poison. Like even if I had them prepared, right? Any
Yeah.
poison stuff.
Well,
Uh,
it's fine, Father. I feel fine. It just did some gnawing
yeah.
damage on my back. Ugh.
Uh,
I feel like
um,
I would be feeling something if something was wrong.
well, regardless, you didn't find anything.
Just a bunch of spider webs. They blocked off the whole corridor up there.
Right. Okay. Well
I
then.
don't know if it was just the one or if there's more of them there. I don't know how much like a dog spider will web.
Right. Well then. We've checked this corridor. Doesn't seem to be anything there. There's potentially something in this corridor. Should we check that out then before we leave?
Yeah, we probably should.
Right. I suppose I'll go in. I'll go in first with the lantern.
Wait, I'm just double checking something. I'm still doing some math. Oh my god. Yeah, you head in with the lantern first.
Yeah. Are there any sound from the room? I assume not.
Not really. You get closer and closer. Lepus and Diedrich are still in the library. Corin's coming with you.
Yeah, so it's 4 of us.
Yep.
Yeah. As I approach the entrance, like is there a door into this opening or is it just an
It's
opening?
just an opening, and then you come into the big room, right? And it's at
Yeah.
this point that you start hearing the
By
sound
the way,
of natural water.
Right. By the way, obviously, I'm gonna be checking closely for like traps or whatever along the way.
Give me a secret check, a half-elf secret check, if you will.
Yeah, 1/6.
Yeah, low is good.
D6. It's a 5.
That doesn't give you anything.
Let's see. Was 5 bad or good?
It's bad.
I think it was
Low is good on these.
bad.
Yeah, low is good on these.
Yeah.
Yep.
2. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
There was like
I
one of
wouldn't
them that
bother
required a 1. One of them required a 1 or a 2. One of them required a 1 or a 2 or a 3, I think.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
You check around. You can give me a regular perception check as well for like regular stuff.
Sure. Is that a D20?
Yeah, that's just a perception stat check. Roll your stat or lower. Try to get your stat. That's a pass.
I do roll lower.
Yeah, that's a pass. That's a pass. Great.
So as we enter this open open space, then
You find a room that has there's one big table in there, and on that table is some kind of preserved corpse.
what kind of table? Is it like a stone table?
Yes, a big stone table
Yeah.
that has like little carvings out of it so the blood can flow easily into the proper places. There is a sort of like I don't want to say mummified, but it's that kind of a vibe. Like it is preserved in some kind of, you know, either magical or like chemical way. Difficult to tell without being the one who did it. And stashed on the side of the room are 4 coffins on top of each other. On the opposite end of the room, there is this door that I talked about. Now this door, I'm gonna draw it in the ocean here. So it comes up like this. And then it's got 5 cups like this. And then on the side, there's a plaque.
And with text, you mean, right?
Yes.
I'll look at the plaque, I guess. Although I doubt I'll be able to read it.
You are not.
Yeah. Any images on it, or is it just text?
It's text. Give me an intelligence check. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna give you.
Bad.
I'm not gonna give you a clue.
Well, okay, but like, it's a script, right?
Yeah, it is some kind of script and writing.
And it's not the same type of script that modern languages it's in.
No, and it's also not the same kind as all those books that were in the library.
Okay. Yeah. You said there were 4 coffins in the room, right?
Yes, there are 4 coffins. So if the room is like this, right? You got like a door here, and you got like table here, and then you got like a stack of 4 coffins on top of each other here, and then the enters goes here.
I'll look at like Tabitha and Marcus. Like, I guess you could check if there's anything in those coffins.
Right, and you think it won't just be bodies? Like that guy?
I mean, it probably will be.
Right. Tabitha heads over, takes her halberd, shoves it in the coffin, presses down so it pops open with all the nails. Yeah, I think it's his cousin.
I mean, okay, not to disrespect the dead, but if you are looking for loot, so to speak, people are sometimes buried with things.
That's true, but usually
again,
if they're buried with valuables, they don't get buried in some kind of coffin pile.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm pretty sure that if whatever we're looking through is through that creepy ass door.
Most likely, yes. This person on the altar, it's just a mummified body, right?
Yeah.
There's no like glowy magical stuff going on.
There's no glowy magical stuff going on.
I'm gonna check real quick. Holy water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have some of it on me.
You do. It was your big going away gift when you left.
Yeah. I would like to try to like take out my water skin of holy water and just like put like a single drop on the corpse.
Yeah. You put a single drop down on the corpse. And when it hits, it starts to bubble and fizzle with a pshhh. There's definitely some kind of reaction. The flesh underneath there starts rotting, and it digs into the corpse like acid until finally it is all dusted away. Or in Swedish it's called dunsta. I don't know, evaporated away.
Yeah, evaporated.
Yeah.
As like that happens, like I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect that.
It basically reacted just like acid would on a normal body.
Yeah. But you meant like, did it become like a hole in the body, or did the whole body disintegrate?
No.
The whole body.
No. There's just like
no.
It's like a drop of acid onto a regular body, so there's like a pit in it now.
Yeah.
Not even that big. It was just a drop, but like there's a serious. It's like a wound, and it's an acid wound on his body now. It goes down.
Yeah. I'm gonna like turn to the others like, well, there's certainly something about this body.
Yeah. It's not a skeleton, I'll tell you that much.
I'm considering, should we destroy it outright right now?
If it ain't moving, maybe it's important.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking between 2 possibilities, right? Either this thing has something to do with the undead rising, and if we destroy it, we might prevent the skeletons from rising again, or any other such thing. But also, it could also be some kind of tie to this door. And if we were to destroy it, I get the feeling there's a possibility that the door would open, and I don't think we're prepared right now to face whatever is on the other side.
Corin has rolled a 12 on her intelligence check, which is her instat, so she has critically succeeded. And has headed over to the door and goes, you know, these cups, they're sort of, you know, I could, if I'm standing in front of it, I could put a hand here, my head in this, and my feet. Why is it like so proportional?
Well, I suppose maybe that is the purpose. Maybe it's supposed to be some kind of sacrifice table, although obviously has a door. So maybe the key to unlocking it would be a sacrifice.
I don't know, maybe. Well, we don't have a sacrifice.
No, we don't.
Right?
Well,
unless
I mean, unless we can use this body as a sacrifice, but
maybe, or maybe those skeletons.
maybe. Again, though, I'm unsure about opening this, intentionally trying to open this door. I'm gonna look at like Tabitha and Marcus. Again, I would prefer we come back to this.
Is it this moment
tomorrow
that Marcus starts screaming and falls to his knees, breathing heavily, as his neck starts to putter and just steam? He screams and screams. Tabitha goes down. What's wrong, Marcus? What's wrong? It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! She starts digging at his neck, pulling out.
I'm gonna try to like just pour holy water on it. I don't know if that actually would work, but
it does. You pour holy water on it. She scratches at it. He falls to the ground. He starts breathing. It's passing. I don't know if anything you did or if it was just temporary, but it's passing. But he looks real bad.
Like, I'm gonna say like, okay, yeah, we're calling this for today. I assume you're fine with that, Tabitha.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Let's go sit in the library for a bit, I guess.
Well, I would suggest we return to the outside, to camp.
That's probably doable as well.
Unless you want to sleep in the library or something.
I'm just worried about there being more kobolds up there. Especially angry ones, now that we took out their family.
I suppose that is a possibility. Well, regardless.
You talked about
to the campsite. Yeah.
Would you have mentioned the plank to them?
No, I haven't mentioned it right now.
Well, no, but like on the journey here, is that something that you would have mentioned, or would you just not have?
I mean, we probably would have mentioned the kobold, like what happened when we were here last, like the whole thing.
Right, so they probably know that there was supposed to be a plank there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tabitha will say, if that plank was gone, that probably means they pulled it away to try to protect those weaklings in the back. If that was their old, and they're pregnant, then you know, all the fighting ones are probably still out there and are probably really mad right now.
That is a good point. So, again, do you suggest we spend a whole night down here or something, or just take a long breather?
I think it's a better plan to sleep here and eat and try to recover than to... Look, it's either definitely kobolds or maybe skeletons. I'll take the maybe skeletons.
Right. All right, sure. Let's do that then.
Right. You listen to Tabitha.
Yeah.
She's really walking all over this party,
Unfortunately,
isn't she?
What is it?
She's really walking all over this party, isn't she?
I mean, I guess, but it's.
Yep. I'm just trying to rile you up. It's great. Doop.
Actually, I guess I would say we'll talk about it when we reunite with the rest, because we still have 2 people over there.
That's great. You all sit down and
well,
for a bit. Lepus is still unconscious.
We'll at least stick around there until Lepus is conscious again.
Lepus is unconscious. Diedrich has calmed down as much as Diedrich can. And Corin is still like adrenaline pumped, you know? Like she's having the most trouble out of anyone sitting still. She's sort of pacing around the room a little bit. You have Tabitha and Marcus are definitely sitting down. Marcus is nursing his wound. He did not fall unconscious, but he looks extremely bad for wear.
During this whole time, I will like try to like keep an eye on his wound.
Yep.
Like, cause it seemed like the Holy War did something at least. Like, is he having any more like attacks like previously? Or
he's not having any more attacks. He's not having any more attacks. The wound does not look like it has healed at all from your holy water. It doesn't look like it got any better, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like try to like experiment a little bit while I just like do like put like a little bit of holy water on my finger and then like touch the wound and like try to like
mark
check for his reaction.
One of your holy waters is half empty.
Yeah, well, I only have 1 water skin.
Well, yeah, then it's half at this point. Because I assume that when he was screaming, you probably poured properly, right?
Yeah, I poured a bit. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think it's about half when you properly poured it in panic over a screaming ally.
Yeah, sure. So like as I'm like experimenting like this a little bit, what kind of reactions is he having?
He's not really having much reactions of anything. He sort of feels like it's water.
Okay. So does it hurt when I like touch the wound in general, or is it?
Yeah,
just,
it hurts when you touch it, but it looks infected and like a extremely bad wasp sting, you know? Pussy.
All right.
Bleeding a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I guess we chill around at least until like Lepus comes around, which is.
That is in 8 hours after the fight, so that would be a little bit past midnight.
Yeah.
Lepus comes to. At this point, Marcus is napping. He's fallen asleep against the corner. Tabitha's still awake. Diedrich probably fell asleep as well, but Corin is still pacing. They're struggling to stay still for this long, but has calmed down a little bit compared to before. Lepus looks up and goes, I'm sorry I'm such a failure for you.
Well, we're all alive so far.
We do be alive. Thank bless Tangria for that.
Right. Actually, I guess while he, I forgot because we probably would have like talked about the situation without Lepus. What we want to do.
Yeah.
Do we stay down here or do we try to get out? What does Marcus think? Because Marcus is in like the worst shape right now.
Marcus is also terrified of kobolds, and Marcus also is very good at listening to Tabitha.
Okay. So he thinks he's fine enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corin and Diedrich, do they have any opinions?
Corin wants to push on. Corin wants to go deeper into this dungeon. Diedrich has calmed down a bit and has rolled subsequent morale checks that were better, and has he's sort of like mustered up again. Like, yeah, I can come along. It's safer together, right? We just really shouldn't split up that much. It was real scary being here with Lepus the whole time, and someone was screaming, and that wasn't fun. We should stick together. That's all I care about.
Okay, so basically the whole party seems to want to stay until we're finished.
Yeah, Corin doesn't even really want to rest, but she understands that it's necessary. Diedrich would probably go along with whatever you say, so long as it keeps the party together.
Right. Yeah. So, I guess in that case we do end up just trying to sleep down here,
Oh, yeah.
which I assume will be pretty poor sleep.
Yeah, it will be. You don't have your bedroll. Yeah, it's pretty poor sleep.
Yeah.
You're definitely not getting spells back. You're not getting HP either.
Yeah.
But you can eat.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be exhausted or anything. You're gonna get neutral sleep, the kind of sleep that doesn't change anything. Not for the worse, not for the better.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also like gonna emphasize this on that like I will not have any healing spells.
Yep.
Until we probably leave this place.
Tabitha says she understands, but she also says that she mostly has heard water behind that door, and she's into it. Like, she came here to get loot, and she's not leaving without it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, we take shifts, I assume.
Yeah. Take shifts
and sleep.
Sleep for the night, and no skeletons awaken.
All right. Then yeah, I guess we essentially just go back to that room. Try to go back when we're all up and about again.
Everyone is up and about again. Lepus comes with. Diedrich comes with.
Eaten breakfast.
Corin,
had some water.
Tabitha and Marcus.
Yeah. So do we encounter more skellies?
You do not.
Have they come back?
No skellies. You can make
They're still lying. They're still lying dead unmoving on the ground.
There's just a bunch of skeleton parts there, just as you left them.
All right.
You can either go back to the door, or you can try to head in the spider direction, or the boulder.
Well, we're going the door because the spider direction seems bad idea.
That does seem like a bad idea, doesn't it? I will say that
he said
somebody,
it was blocked off anyways.
Several of the guards report that during the night they heard a bunch of agabaga upstairs, and some wailing as well. There's also a plank there when you wake up in the morning above you.
Right.
Right.
So we have kobolds on the escape, which is what we were trying to avoid.
Yep.
By doing the assassination, but we ended up with that situation anyways.
Yep. I tried to give the clues, you know. I tried to give like, oh, they're sleeping even though it's daytime. One of them's pregnant. Like, tried to give you in that like maybe these are not the prime warrior kobolds. That there are still ones out there, but you were all too caught up with the moral disgust of it all. I
was also just like kind of focused on the undead thing, but
it's fair.
Consequences of actions.
Consequences of actions. That's the name of the game, isn't it? Cool.
So as we're back in the room,
yes,
it looks the same, pretty much, right?
Yep. The hole from the acid is still there, or the acid.
Yeah. So I guess we try to do the use this corpse as a key idea to see if it does anything.
How do you do that? Because Corin was doing that pretty lightly, and how do you do it in practice? How do you put Corin's idea into an actual strategy here?
Right. We have the orb. Always can use orb shenanigans.
Right, so you take the orb, you levitate the corpse, and then you try to like plonk it down.
No, I don't think we actually do that.
Okay.
I'm just saying because I don't think it's gonna be maneuverable enough.
Right.
Maybe.
I mean, it's Ragdoll Masters, right? Like.
Yeah, babe. Actually, I guess first just try to like poke the corpse and like.
No reaction.
Experiment to try to touch it to see so that we don't like.
You can smack this corpse around. It does not wake up.
And it doesn't like fall apart or anything either.
Nope. It's pretty intact.
Okay.
It's a little bit rubbery.
Yeah. Actually, I guess in that case we do use the orb. Actually, we do use that and
we're thinking with orbs again.
With the orb and then we just maneuver it around, like turn it around. Basically,
you ragdoll it. Corin and Diedrich sort of everyone like ew, and then like Tabitha and Marcus sort of maneuver the feet, and you try to get it into this position or something.
Yeah, we basically just like, I mean, everyone can like grab a limb each, right, and just turn it, just rotate it. Get rotated, idiot.
Yes, as you do, you plunk it down in position, and the edges of all of these 5 cups light up with a faint red light. But nothing else.
Nothing else. I guess I'll start trying to poke the door with my sword.
No reaction.
Is there a handle on the door or anything? There's nothing like that, right? It's just like a.
It seems to have the thinnest possible crease through the middle, but that's it. Made out of stone.
Yeah. As like that is, as nothing happens, I'm just gonna say like, perhaps it requires more deliberate necromancy or something like that.
Right. But something did happen. I mean, what do you think the red
Something
means?
did happen.
On the edge?
Not sure.
Those cups? I mean, they seem kind of happy. It seems a little faint, though. Tabitha sort of stands up as she says this and goes, maybe it just needs to go a little bit harder inside. And she takes the head and just presses it down in front of you, right into the cup. And it does seem to increase the light a little bit and goes, I mean, it seems to like that somewhat. And then she lets go. Maybe not enough.
My sort of feeling here is that it might want some kind of living sacrifice, and the problem here is that this is a corpse.
That would be mighty unfortunate.
And that would obviously be a problem.
Right.
Yeah. Because we're not sacrificing any of us, obviously.
Well, of course not.
And even if we had something, if we had a person that we were willing to sacrifice, I would not be okay with us practicing straight up using necromancy. That seems a bit counterproductive.
Well then, do you have any other bright ideas? We should probably try everything we can think of before we get out of this place.
Right. I mean, I guess there's always this just to try it out, you know. I'm gonna grab the orb with hold the orb with it is left hand, right?
Right.
No, I'm holding it with my right hand.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna touch the door.
You touch the door?
To make it really heavy.
To make it really heavy?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a rumble, but there's not much else.
Yeah.
The corpse falls to the ground, hitting its shin on the way down.
Did it affect the corpse too?
You let go of the corpse, right? Because you were levitating it. You were sort of ragdolling the corpse
Well,
into place, right? So then when you let go of it to switch to heavy hand, then
yeah, I assumed we kind of hung it, but I guess it didn't
you
necessarily.
can't really
stay without
hang
us
the corpse in
holding
this
it.
position.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
These
Sure.
are like
Yeah, sure.
faucets. They sized things. These little cups.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah. It hits its head on the way down. It sort of like ragdolls in place.
Yeah.
With an ugly zombie-ass mouth.
Hmm.
Corin goes, should we try the skeletons?
We could try that.
What should I
Are the
get?
skeletons like still? Are they still like sticking together, or have they completely fallen apart? By the way.
Corin heads out there. I don't think I can tell what hand belonged to what skeleton anymore.
Yeah, no.
They've sort of
I mean,
shambled into heaps.
I suppose we do have other corpses in the
Right.
that we can try out.
Maybe it's not
Like,
what we're putting in it, but how we're putting it in it.
I suppose. I mean, the obvious inclination, right? That the red means is this one some kind of blood sacrifice.
Guess.
But again, you push deeper.
We could try cutting it up. Maybe it still bleeds somehow.
The corpse?
I mean, yeah. It's no regular corpse.
I suppose. Lucius is he's saying all of this as, because we're trying to problem solve here, but it's it's making him really uncomfortable talking about
yeah,
because we're borderline doing necromancy right now, maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Corin shrugs.
I suppose we can try cutting off a finger at first and putting it in there in one of the cups, see if it reacts in any way.
Sure. Diedrich walks up. I can try it. If it's just a finger.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. He's sort of shaking his hand. He goes, actually, no, I don't wanna. Lepus goes, okay, I'll do it. So Lepus takes in his sword and he chops off a finger. Puts it in one of the cups. There is a faint red light and... yeah, I think there are some drops coming out of it, but not much.
I guess it is.
I don't know if it's blood or if it's ooze. It's dark. Much darker than regular blood. But it does light up. Fainter than before.
I was look at my hand what the hell? Let's try. Take out my dagger and do a small cut on my arm.
Sure, you bleed yourself a little bit.
And hold it over one of the cups.
Hold it over one of the cups. It does nothing.
Drip down.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Huh. I guess that's sort of comforting to know that that's not it.
Right. Now why would you do that?
What?
Does that hurt? Lepus says.
I mean, a little bit, but not that big of a cut.
Tabitha goes up to it and says, well, if one finger did a little, maybe the whole hand does a lot?
Yeah, sure. Let's put it in the rest of the hand too, in that cup. Let's
Lepus
try.
raises the sword, cuts the hand off, tosses it in, and the rim of the cup lights up. And the cup starts pushing itself back into the door. And then closes up. and it's just this red light around it.
Like, all right, I guess we're butchering this corpse.
We're butchering it. What
Yeah,
parts?
I mean to put in the other cups. I like. After like I say this, Lucius is gonna like do like a quick like prayer, like
Yeah.
like
What words do you say?
like Tangri. It's just like Tangria, forgive me for this unsightly behavior.
It is
But
common
I'm
knowledge that
hoping it's
no matter if the god is considered more good or more evil, like all gods are nuances, right? But some like sway a little bit more to either side. All of them hate necromancy. Every single one of them, no matter what. Like Tengri is like, this is the one thing that is not within freedom. The god of like death is like, this is the one kind of death I hate because it's not death. The god of life is like, this is a sham to life. The god of every god hates necromancy. That's just fact.
Yeah. It's basically just like I'm like
except necromantic clerical magic. That's fine. That's kosher.
Sure.
Like speak with dead stuff like that.
But yeah, basically in like my prayer, I'm just trying to like be like, hopefully it's for a good reason.
Right. Tabitha still looks at you and asks, so what goes where?
Well, I mean, the other hand. Actually, which cup did he put the hand in the?
This one.
The hand equivalent cup where we put the hand before.
I made an X on the right cup.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, well, I mean, the other hand goes in that cup, and then the feet in the bottom two, and then the head on top. You know, like we did earlier when we hung it out, but in the
Lepus takes I guess I'm the butcher, and he starts going at it. By the way, Cure Light Wounds is Necromancy in 2nd edition, unlike 5th edition where for some reason it is Evocation.
Cool.
2nd edition is proper, and healing is Necromancy. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Which just goes to show us that there is good Necromancy as like the magic category, just not as like the undead art. These are two different things.
Yeah.
But as Lepus starts tossing the foot, the hand, the head, these things retract one after the other. Crossing in.
Right.
And as the final one goes in, all 5 are lit, it starts to just open backwards. Slowly opening up. Back and back and back. And before you is suddenly a louder sound of a river. That really just... What is an English word for poolar?
Whirling?
Yeah, it like whirls forward through here. As you look on with your light, you see a small room that has a little opening on one end, a little opening on the other end, that this river is just passing straight through this room. Very, very thin. It's more like a creek, you know?
Opening as like there's like opening like is there air coming through, or is it just like an underwater river?
It is like an underground river, but with a little bit of air coming through as well, like above it.
Okay.
So like there's a little bit of a cup to the roof, right, with a little bit of air. It seems like it probably is an underground river that just is above ground here because there's a room here and then goes further again.
Yeah. Alright.
And this room has way more description. There is also a chest in here, as well as a grand, elaborate coffin. This coffin is opened up with the lid slid to the side, and there is a person who is slouched on the ground, feet still in the coffin, body stretched over the ground, and the head bobbing in the river.
Wait, the coffin, is it in the water?
No.
Or is it like on the...
So like, you have like a room like this, right?
It's like hanging from... It's hanging from the coffin, like down into the river.
Yeah. You got like coffin like that. You got like body like this. Sort of.
Yeah.
Like chest over there.
Right. I'm gonna go over to the body and check it out.
It is dressed in fine silks. It looks expensive and elaborate. Its rotting fingers show signs of rings. Or, well, show rings. Loose around them.
My first thought here is that the fact that this corpse is like half in the water, that this stream is tied to the drinking water of Ventus, and that it's basically poisoning the water. So I'm gonna like carefully try to like reach for the body, like try. Actually, I start with the usual poking with sword.
You poke it with a sword?
Check if there's a reaction.
No reaction.
Yeah.
But as you do, you get closer. You see that this body has sort of like this rubbery skin on its hands. It's like subtracted, right? Like it has shrunken with death, as the water has disappeared from this body. The legs look very thin, but the head is a skeleton in the water.
Okay. I mean, I suppose that could be the water eroding the skin, or it could be something far more sinister. I'm gonna say, hey, can someone help me pull this body out from the water?
Diedrich nods, and Lepus does too, and the two of them come over. You do a collective heave-ho. Ho!
Basically trying to like put it back in the coffin, kind of.
Yep. You lift it back in the coffin, and as you look over to the side, you notice Tabitha and Marcus standing off to the side, and they have opened the chest.
Yeah.
And they're looking at it.
Now the character question is it a mimic?
It is not a mimic. At least not
Okay.
as it reveals yet, but they look at each other, they nod, and Tabitha circles across the river and back towards the door where Corin is. And Tabitha looks over to you and goes, "Well, Father, it seems we have found what we came here for. You've taken the stinky old corpse out of the water, and me and Marcus here have found what we were looking for. Now, I know we had a deal, but this was a lot more unsightly than I would have liked it to be. So I'm changing the deal. I want the chest. And I want your fancy orb. And we're getting out of here, and you can figure your way out."
I'm gonna like turn to her and like eyebrow and like, so you're telling me you want to try to get that chest and both of you out alive, one of you being poisoned, just the two of you, and try to also deal
Father,
with the kobolds above.
You don't have any
That's
spells. You made that very clear. We are armored. I can take 3 of you, there's no issue. Don't test me.
Yeah. No, even if you can, though, I feel like you're missing what I just said. Like, you need to still get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking your fancy orb for. As well as, of course, its value. You know, Ignalia has a very keen interest in magic items. Up there is, well, there's a lot of people still looking into wizarding up there, even though it's rarer these days. This here will fetch a pretty penny for me and my friend. Marcus sort of stands up, takes his flail out.
So you're dead set on this, huh?
I am.
There's you're only You're only choosing violence.
Well, I'm hoping that you'll choose intelligence. Give me what I want, and no violence will happen here.
Well, the obvious thing here is that we have no way out if you just take everything, right?
I saw a big rock over there. I bet if you hit that long enough, you'll find your way right out. Or try to dig through those spiders. You know, at night, Marcus told me he saw some light at the end of that spider web.
Lucius is gonna just look around at the group, at the rest of his party.
Lepus is shit mad. Corin is shit mad. Even Diedrich looks pretty fucking furious.
Lucius is gonna he's gonna draw his sword and the greed of men.
I guess we're rolling initiative.
Yeah, we're rolling initiative.
Yeah.
By the way, light sources right now. If it's still just the lantern.
It's still just your lantern.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I guess in that case, I'm gonna, trying to just point it into their eyes.
Okay. You're gonna take a corner then and try to separate yourself from one of them?
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Take a corner and separate?
Basically, again, the light is really good when it's in between you and your opponent, right?
Yeah.
But when it's
back,
it's not as good.
Yeah. I mean, we have some distance between us right now, just to be clear, right?
Yep. Marcus is a little bit away from you by a wall. Tabitha does start in melee range with Corin.
Well, I'm gonna... I mean, in this case, I'm actually gonna try to fight, because a rapier is actually good against humans.
They are, yeah. They don't do half damage against humans. Now, of course, in the last fight, 4 of the other 5 still fought with bad weapons and did plenty of damage that way, but only one of them had bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you know, that's how it is.
It's how it is. Well then, let's roll some initiatives. Roll in.
Yeah.
I'll roll for your buddies.
I can't wait to lose this character too.
I thought I set this up pretty obviously. I was like, he's gonna catch on.
So I guess I'm rolling with +4. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really think about it because for the same reasons that I argued in character, it just seemed very stupid to try to do a betrayal in this situation.
Yep. They were... I really thought you would catch on right away when they were like, no, don't bring any other people to the dangerous expedition. Just us. Just us and your small party. But no. Unfortunately not.
I mean, that was just, you know, party size in tight spaces.
Yeah, that was a great excuse I thought of, wasn't it? What is your initiative?
Sure. 7. Actually, I rolled pretty low.
That's pretty good, yeah. No, Corin actually goes first. So Corin starts in melee range with Tabitha, and Corin is going to take a fighting retreat to back up to you, and Lepus and Diedrich, so that the 4 of you can fight together. So she's not going to attack this round. Because she does not want to be alone in there. And a fighting retreat, she can do that. She gets a third of her movement, but it's a small room. So it's probably worth it. I think that's best for her. Then we go to you and Diedrich, who go at the same time. So you can describe your action first. I already know what Diedrich's gonna do.
I'm basically just gonna like move towards Marcus with the lantern pointing towards him and try to stab at him with the rapier.
Roll me an attack roll with +4.
D20 +4.
Will he hit an attack roll? No.
No!
He will not hit an attack roll. Unfortunate. Marcus dodges to the side easily. Diedrich follows you. He was going to follow you no matter which one you went to, because he's all about sticking together. And he also stabs out at Marcus, also with a +4 to hit, because he's on your side of the lantern. With an 18 to hit, thanks to the +4, that is a hit.
Oh
For D6 damage, he kills Marcus.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus was already injured from poison and shit,
Yep,
so...
they were very confident
why
in
I
their
went for it.
armor, but your light source is really powerful. Extremely powerful. So bye-bye Marcus with your 2 HP, because Diedrich just did 3 damage.
Hoggers.
Hell yeah. By the way, he rolled 17 HP.
Oh, wow.
No, wait, no, he rolled
God
18.
damn.
He rolled 18 HP. He had 2 left.
Goddamn.
Dude was close. That's what I said.
So he took a lot of... The spider helped us a lot, though.
Yeah, you know when I said, oh god, and I was doing some math, and I said, oh god, oh god. That was me rolling his HP, and I was like, oh shit, he's actually gonna live this.
Okay.
There was he needed good rolls to live that. He was level 2. Anyway, Tabitha goes like, she like snicks. Ah, annoying fools. And then it is Lipa's turn.
Wait, she what?
She just says like annoying fools as you stab Marcus to death.
She didn't try to attack or anything?
It's not her turn yet. She has made a comment off turn because I'm trying to roleplay her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought... Oh, okay. I thought you said it was...
But Lepus comes up and goes, it's your own damn fault. With his cool-ass voice. And he swings from the low end. Up with his sword. And starts fencing her. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. He's gonna roll a... Nat 20!
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
As long as I'm not the one making the roll.
I really thought this combat would last longer. I really thought they would get a turn, you know?
Oh, he actually killed her?
He just decapitates her.
Oh my god.
I really thought that they would get an attack off, and that would be really dramatic, because if they hit someone, they had pretty good attack rolls, they had pretty good damage, your party was all low HP. I thought I was doing some damage here, but no. The dice giveth... Well, the dice taketh away, but the dice giveth. God damn.
They really giveth there. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn, I'm just gonna cut the dungeon music. And go to, like, this. Oh, gosh. Well, you still haven't hit an attack roll.
I haven't.
but you know, Lepus has crit Tabitha's head off and killed a level 3 fighter.
Let's go. Wasn't she at, like, 7 HP?
She was at 7 HP, yeah. He
Yeah.
rolled 2d8. He rolled an 8 and a 6.
Damn.
It was pretty good damage.
Pretty good damage.
You know, they both had 13 AC. I really thought that they would be a better fight against you guys. But no.
They ain't no badgers.
They ain't no badgers.
Okay, so as I guess as the dust settles,
Yep.
we ran in. Diedrich stabbed one.
Yep. You provided the light.
The other one got decapitated. Yeah.
Yep. Although Lepus didn't need the light, he has attacked normally.
Yeah. Yeah. So as it kind of just, you know, it was over in a flash.
I picked
Lucius
such
at
slow
least
weapons for
is
them.
kind of.
They had such terrible initiative. If only I had given one of them a dagger or something. Why did I give them weapons with +9 and +7?
Lol.
Lol. Well, they had better damage than you guys
You
had.
want me to die?
I want... You know... I play these characters. I believe in them. These were my fucking unscrupulous mercenary guys, you know? I've been role-playing them all session. I feel for them. I was rooting for them a little bit. They were cool. Tabitha was cool. Tabitha was cool. Tabitha was cool.
Yeah. I mean, they were cool characters, but you know, if I die, then everyone goes away, you know.
No, they live on in my head. Anyway, they're dead now.
Yeah. Yeah. As they die, as they've collapsed to the ground, both of them, Lucius just kind of stands there for a bit, and then just like, well, that went better than expected. I am honestly very surprised and proud of you.
Corin looks disappointed but happy.
Yeah.
She was like, I had him. I was just gonna go next time, you know, when we were all together.
Like, don't worry, Corin. You've earned enough glory during this expedition.
Thank you, Lucius.
Right. So the problem here, aside from the fact that we used to kill people, is that now we have 2 fresh corpses in a place that's known for undeath.
Yes. That is a problem.
I suppose we do have torches.
You do?
On hand.
You have 5 torches.
I'm speaking in character, by the way.
Oh, okay. Sorry. He goes, yeah, and we can take 5 from those guys.
Yeah. I suppose we might as well do to them now what they were gonna do to us, and check if they have any valuables on them before we burn the rest.
Corin struts over to the halberd. I think I could take to this.
Be my guest.
Right. Yeah, this is cool, she says. As Lepus looks through him a little bit and goes, whatever they got, I ain't here for their pocket change. That's not the man I am. Diedrich looks over a little bit. I don't think they got much anyway. Why don't we look in that chest? That's what they wanted, no?
Yeah, we'll get to that. I just figured we should get the burning over as soon as possible.
Yeah, we can burn them. Should we do it out in the door room?
I feel like we should probably do something about that guy as well, and I point towards the corpse. I was thinking might as well try burning that body too while we're at it, but
maybe we can toss them all in his coffin together.
See, we could do that, but I'm unsure if that's the best idea, because if that corpse has necromancy on it, I don't want to risk it spreading, even if we are burning it immediately.
Makes sense. Okay, let's make 2 fires. I'll help you with this one, and yeah, me and Corin can burn these 2 outside.
Right. We have torches.
Yeah, we do. Will you light them for us?
We have. Can use the lantern, or you can take the flint and steel.
Yeah, you help them. You help them light them, and then 1 torch can light another.
Yeah.
Corin and Lepus head out with the 2 big guys, and you're left here with the shriveled up skeleton head.
Yeah, I guess I'll basically, since we put him back in the coffin already, I guess I'll just basically put a torch on him, drop a lit torch on him.
It catches fire. I knew he had easily.
I know you said he had rings and shit on him.
Yep.
Which might be valuable, but I'm not. I'm a priest. I'm a cleric. I'm not looting an undead infected corpse.
Good. You are remembering 2 rules about losing magic powers if you break godly rules. Important.
It's also just they could be contaminated. It's just logical as well.
And it's just good roleplay. I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing you about your motivations. But yeah, you burn the corpse. You leave the rings.
Does it actually burn?
Yeah, easily. It's in silk robes. They catch easily, and it burns completely. The coffin catches too, and after a while, there's a pile of ash. You come outside, and the other 2 are struggling a bit more. Fresh corpses are difficult to burn, but after a while, they get it going. It takes them a solid bit. They actually end up using some of the dry corpses and some of the wood from the coffins that they were bent open to really get a campfire going for the 2 bodies here. It doesn't burn them completely, but it probably got the job done, they say.
Yeah. Okay, so after we've dealt that, we're gonna go back and actually check out the chest, because clearly there was good stuff there.
There's silver in here. Silver coins and silver coins and silver coins and silver coins. A whole chest load of them.
So basically just money?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna like look at it and like try to like dig through it to make sure like there's nothing else, it's just coins.
You dig through the coins and you dig through it and you dig through it and there is nothing but coins in there.
Yeah.
These coins are old, by the way. They are, you know what silver coins look like now, and they're minted by different baronies and different counties and so forth. These look like none you've seen in circulation before. But silver, old coins are worth the same.
Yeah. After like do that, after like make sure it is actually your silver coins, I'm like, you know, I'm not sure if I should feel insulted that it was literally just silver coins that they betrayed us for. I thought there were magic items of some sort in here.
Dietrich looks over it. I mean, this is hundreds of silver.
Well, yeah, of course, it is a lot of valuables, but you know, it's silver. It's just.
And they wanted your orb as well.
Oh yeah, obviously, but yeah. Well, regardless, personally, I don't really care for this. I would be just willing to leave this chest here.
Lepus puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, but I think Father Sirius could use it.
Right, I suppose. Obviously the issue is getting it back. It is a very large. We have the orb, but
the orb can make it light.
It can, but there was that effect. We can probably work around that, but
it might
there's
slow
the fact
us down.
that we would also not just. Yeah, we don't just need to bring it out. We need to also escape the kobolds with it.
Those critters. Well, we'll think of something. And I think while we're thinking about this, we're gonna cut session on a cliffhanger.
Alright, fair enough.
There we go.
So yeah, some mediocre decisions were made to get us in a bit of a sticky situation, but it worked out kind of.
Yeah.
We're not out of the woods yet, but
yeah.
We can probably get out of this.
We can probably get out of this. There's just some kobolds. What kobolds have ever killed a campaign? I've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah, exactly. Never ever happened.
Kobolds are fucking terrifying. Kobolds use the overbearing rules. You can look that
overbearing rules.
You can look that up on the worm of the next session.
Sure.
Let's find EXP, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's begin with combat.
Yeah.
I will begin by saying that regardless of XP today, your companions are all going to become first level characters. They have so far been 0th level fighters, all of them. But Diedrich is going to become a first level thief. And Corin and Lepus are going to become first level fighters. I will figure out their specializations for next time. And their like weapon proficiencies and stuff that they're going to spend. I basically had given them one weapon proficiency each. Just with whatever they're used to wielding. But they'll get the other ones that they can spend to improve further. And I'll fix all that between sessions. That's just numbers on my end. But that's just a little bit of a buff. That should help you feel buffed as well, because they are very much your party in this.
Yeah, I mean they are my entire source of damage so far.
They are. I mean, I think it's pretty fun because while I'm doing a lot of the rolling, and I'm sort of simulating combat, you are setting the combat up, right? Like a tower defense guy, you know? That's sort of your role in the whole thing.
Yeah.
and steering the party.
Today was basically I was the orb and the lantern guy.
Yeah.
Everyone else did the actual combat roles.
Did you have fun?
I think it was fun. I liked
Cool.
it. I enjoy doing orb shenanigans.
You
It is
enjoy
fun.
doing orb shenanigans. Don't worry. You will get XP for orb shenanigans. We'll get there.
Poggers.
Yes. So first of all, combat XP is going to be severely reduced. So
Yeah, obviously.
in total, it's 90 XP. They get split. It's negligible. You don't get any. Fuck you.
Okay.
You get none of it. It's like 90 experience split between 6 people. Not happening.
Yeah, sure. Sure. We did kill the other 2 though at the end.
Yes. So that is much better. And that is only split between 4. So Tabitha was worth 120 XP, and Mark was worth 65. So that's 200 XP. So that's 50. Take 50 for that fight.
All right.
That's something. You know, as soon as you're not fighting first level, like 1 hit die creatures, things get a lot better.
I mean, combat experience has not been like that significant, anyways, at all in total. So
it's not. Combat experience is good when you beat multiple hit die creatures in single combat. At that point, combat experience gets real good because single combat also doubles the XP at always, just every time.
Okay.
Let's do individual. Let's go spells cast. I really like your casting of Detect Undead. Even though it didn't do anything, you cast it in logical situations. You definitely get XP for that.
You mean invisibility to undead? Right?
Yeah, invisibility to undead, yeah. And then we had... Did you cast light?
It was pure...
I don't think you cast light.
I did not cast light, but I cast Cure Light Wounds twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Technically, I cast Entangle once, but you know.
Yeah, that doesn't count because that's not to overcome foes or problems. Yeah, no. It says specifically spells cast to overcome foes or problems. So I will give you 50 XP per spell level for those frees, so 150 XP. Poggers. Then we go to player has a clever idea. I will give you points for the orb across and also for the orb down. I think both of those were clever ideas. I foresaw neither of them. They were really cool. Orb mechanics were cool, so take 200 XP, 100 for each.
Poggers?
Was there any other clever idea today?
I
think that's fine, actually.
I don't think so. Not really. But the other things I did, no.
Player has an idea that saves the party. I was actually thinking that I would give you this if you didn't heal Tabitha. I was gonna give you this if you survived after that. That would have been funny. But you healed Tabitha and you still didn't die, so that's fine. But I don't think you did anything to save the party.
I think even then, like I don't. That would have just been luck. So
yeah.
I don't think
it would have been really funny to give you XP for that though. For not healing the people who were about to attack you.
Yeah.
I tried so hard to get Tabitha to heal for you to heal her, so that I could be like, I turned it against you.
But crit.
Player roleplays his character well. I think you did it so fucking well today. There were so many very in-character decisions. It says that I can give you 100 to 200 XP for this. I'm actually going to give you 300 for this. I think you did such a fucking good roleplaying today. I was very impressed.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
That's nice to hear that you thought it was good.
I really value that you think about what would make sense and you're willing to make inoptimal choices to stay in character, like knowingly, and that's really cool. And I want to reward that. Yeah. No defeating comments, and then let's think about plot XP. We have found guy in coffin, but we haven't really gotten the big payoff for that yet.
Yeah.
There is still plot XP for this quest, but most of it we're going to save for next session. I'm just going to give you a flat 200 for what you've done so far.
Yeah, I would assume so too, that we save it for next time.
Like, this quest is probably worth somewhere around like 500 to 600 XP in total, but I'll just give you 200 of that now for doing a lot of it, but not gaining most of the information yet.
Sure.
Cool. That should be XP.
I'm pretty close to level 3 actually.
That's cool. That's cool.
Less than 300 XP away.
Well, good job. You did it. You're probably gonna hit that next session then, unless you die on Irondice mode.
Unless you die, which is a real possibility with the kobold still being around. Yeah, that was probably the biggest blunder. Like I think the getting backstabbed that I actually didn't see that coming. That's like fair enough. I just didn't think about it.
Yep.
I basically just thought like there's this situation. It'd be too dumb to do anything like that.
Yep.
I did.
And I mean, it was in
all,
retrospect, but they couldn't predict your companions rolling like gods.
Yeah, but the kobold thing that was just poor planning.
Yeah.
That we knew there were more, but we went further in anyways.
Yep.
That was just poor planning.
Well then, any other reflections on today's session?
Nothing really, except it was fun.
Cool.
Lot of shit happened.
A lot of shit happened. It was a really fun session.
Still haven't hit an attack roll.
Hey, and you never will. It's fine.
I never will. I don't need to.
We got Pikmin for that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. See you next session, guy.
See you.
Bye-bye. And bye to you, the audience. That definitely exists.
Might be like one person.
I mean, you and Timmy are now watching each other's run slowly, so...
Yeah.
That's at least something.
And, I mean, Yux has watched like a few... It was like session 1, at least. So.
That's true. Yuxid is getting somewhere. He called Lucius a good boy. Lucius is a good boy.
He did do that.
He is such a good boy.
He's an alright boy.
Yeah. Alright, session over. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.